YouTube. Hello, howdy, hi. We are back in day 3. It's like the 5th stream of this game, maybe? I don't know, whatever. But it's day 3, sinking in the vein. Sinking in the pain. Okay, we're fucking... Is that every one of these? Is that gonna be every single fucking one? That was gonna happen. Sinking in the swain. Of course, of course. That one was sinking in the sustain. And who could forget the classic sinking in the captain? That one doesn't work so well. I'm not sure that one flows as well as the other ones did. Regardless, I believe this one begin sync. This is the next break we need to go back. Break down a path we need to go back and check. This one involves Tessa's... Oh, this is right after her, I don't think arrest per se, but, she's the one in the sink. This is Tessa's mind, and it's a flippin' weird place. The first one's right away as well. I think what I did... Yeah, I watched the murder, I think, is the first one I did, because I looked at the TV, I'm fairly certain. Look at the blood. I don't know where the blood is. I want to say I walked up to the TV and gave it a good old smack, and that was all I needed to do. What is this over here? A collectible.
What?
Okay, never mind. I don't know what these collectibles are even for, I'll be honest with you. Let's check the doors.
A double door.
One could say 2 doors. Closed, yeah. Concept art? That's neat.
It doesn't open. We don't have to worry about it.
Okay. The TV is all I can interact with, so... We are back, indeed, Jeppo.
CRT TV?
I hit it the last time. I guess I could try... Oh, right, this introduced this thing that I'm super in love with. I'll try spinning the dial this time. Because I just gave it a good old smack the first time. Like it owed me... Oh, God. Ugh, what the... What?
Stop!
Oh.
Please!
Well, this is... That was something.
What is this video?
Yeah, right?
It is difficult to believe, but these are the faces of the victims of the original Cyclops killer.
Ah, we're dealing with this nonsense.
What? What is going on here?
Static TV. Oh no, it's Persona 4.
We should continue. There are more objects to inspect now.
Yeah, I guess we looked at the blood the last time, yeah. Now we saw the murder video. It's the Midnight Channel. I knew it. Persona 4. In my opinion, the most intriguing of the initial plots for the 3 Persona games. Well, that matter. The 3 Persona games that matter. That being, go investigate as part of a crack team of ace individuals. Murder mystery. Stop it. Figure out who's doing it. And, Cat wants his memories back, I guess. The larger plot of 5 can't really be summed up quite so easily. Interesting, interesting. Alright, well, you have a torso. Let's check it out.
A torso with a head.
Yeah, it's a mannequin body.
If it has a head, is it still called a torso?
Well, yeah, the torso refers to this area. The head is separate.
What would you call it?
Exactly. A choke, hit, or push. I mean, I assume it's choke, right? Because of, you know... But also with ×2. Hold on. Let me check the door again real fast. Burn this ×2.
A double...
Oh no! 20 whole seconds.
Hiya! Hiya!
Stop that! You're not helping!
Alright then. Well, now that I've burned that on something worthless.
A torso.
Let's, I assume, choke it? Because that's what was happening. Ugh. Well, this is unsettling. I am unsettled. Huh.
Even my consciousness is being affected.
While I was unconscious, the room changed.
Oh, good.
I'm tired of this. We have no choice but to investigate.
Well. Strangled the body. Goody. Alright, what else is there to... There's TV over there now. You have Bland Boy, Walmart Worker, Yuri Lowenthal, Fangirl, Miss Ripoff, Shawn Michaels, Beefcake Best Boy, Master Debater, Bear, and Cool Hat Detective. For Persona 4... Fangirl is a slightly different meaning in that context, but I like it. Mental Lock 3. The mirror is still reflecting a body that isn't here. Interesting. Check the operating table.
An operating table.
Perform surgery. Sleep for 162 seconds. Good God. Investigate. It's a lot of time to perform surgery as well. Ugh. That's what happened last time, but I don't know if it'll do it again this time. Because, I mean, to be fair, I'll check this TV over here. Beat it to death is what it claims I'm supposed to be doing. I should read those. They're very helpful.
An old...
Hit investigate, turn the dial. Beating something... Ah, a gun. Interesting.
A revolver.
All the way up there, though.
Is it real?
All we all know sweet chin music is better than galactic punt. Yeah. The fuck you talking about? Yeah, right? We all know that.
It appears that way.
Jump. I'll make it 30 seconds. Yeah, I guess try jumping for it.
Weekly Shonen?
Don't say it.
Also, isn't it Shonen Weekly? Oh, Shonen Jump. I got it.
I did the best I could. I am not a cyborg.
Nobody's blaming you.
Shonen Jump. I see. I see. Aren't we fucking clever?
A drug bottle that...
Chug! That's fine. I gotta do something, clearly. Beat it to death.
It's an operating table.
Oh, maybe the TV, because I could hit that.
An old...
I'll make it... let me burn this 30.
Iris, what is all this?
Well, that was odd, but it didn't help
4
me.
minutes.
Yeah, well...
An old
I'll try turning the dial again. A man appears to be... killing a woman while someone else watches, and the woman has a picture... Did she see the Cyclops killing 6 years
That
ago?
video showed the face of a victim of the original Cyclops killer.
She must have seen the original
It appeared to be the
killings.
second victim.
What is going on? Iris has something to do with the first Cyclops case?
Guess we're gonna delve into that more, despite, you know, the boss insisting we don't need to.
Unknown. I do not have enough information.
Guess that means we have to investigate more.
Indeed.
That's a plot point I definitely
The oil drum, shelf, and another torso have been added.
completely forgot about. Because, like, it's so... It stopped focusing on that so quickly and turned into, the whole polar bear thing. Beat it to death. Another torso, a shelf, a gas canister. Let's check this other torso.
A torso.
It did say beat it to death, so, I can spare 30 seconds on this.
I didn't get hit, did I?
There is no effect on your body, Date.
Hit my soul hard enough.
While you were unconscious, a television and an old book appeared.
Want to get off this ride.
If my calculations are correct, it will be over soon.
That's what you want to hear.
Let's hope you're right.
Nothing sinister in that sentence. Yeah, that was that. Hit the torso. I don't know why it held that message. Meanwhile, we have
3 minutes, Doctor.
Harem Man, Blonde Monkey, Whip Model, Artist Matt Mercer, Yakuza Fangirl. Excuse me. Miss Axe Lady. She's Miss Axe Queen, please. A piece of shit cat, edgy Robin Damon, and a redheaded gymnast. She's a dancer, not a gymnast. I think. The ribbon twirling thing, right? Worn out reference book. What is this? Shoot to death. Oh, is the gun back? Can I move the drum? I cannot. Doors, operating, gas, mirror. They said another television. Oh, this one. I guess we'll turn the dial and look. She's a gymnast, yeah.
An old-fashioned TV.
My bad. You know the drill at this point. Turn the dial, baby. Ugh.
Please,
He really hates that picture.
help me. Help me.
So there were always two people, it looks like? Because red and blue here are working together. Goddamn miracle Robbie still had a career after Breadwinners.
This was the third victim of the original Cyclops killer.
I don't know what Breadwinners is.
Why does Iris know that?
There is a possibility that she saw it online or on TV.
She even reproduced the circumstances of the killing. Would her imagination explain that?
Date, we have no direct evidence. For now, we must continue investigating.
Right.
When did Mr. Prisoner number 89 get in contact with us?
Just a locker.
It was a shit Nickelodeon show about ducks? Well, I mean, people rarely... Where are we now? We're back in Iris's memory. I can open the flowchart and show you. People rarely, like, are gonna hold voice actors accountable, like studios anyway. We are right here. This was the bizarre one where we were finding, like, children's drawings being brutalized. It is Iris's sink. So we are right there. The split is going off that way. But yeah, no, Nickelodeon, like, you're a studio or a producer or a company is not going to blame the voice actor for a bad show. That's usually the writer-director gets blamed on that. Just because Robbie Damon was in a show that was bad. Hey, he got paid, alright? That's the end of it. That's about as much involvement as you can really say about him regarding the show. We finish AI today? I don't know. Depends how much is left. We gotta get all the different paths for the best ending. It's a locker. Well, last time I opened it, it flung a knife at me, so let's just do it again! Indeed. Oh, this one hit the gas can. That wasn't there last time.
Iba?
It's all right. More importantly,
And now the shelves get knocked over. It's whatever that is. Rube Goldberg would be proud. After yesterday, we have 2 paths left. Yeah, but I don't know if either, like... One of them is fairly substantial and happened right at the beginning. There might be more splits after that split. Boy, this is... quite a thing. This is like the first kill of Danganronpa 3 right here. Part of me thinks we shouldn't just stand here and watch, but also I am a little fascinated by this. Huh. Boy, that seems a little... Okay. 3 was the anime? Sorry, V3. But yes, you are right. This is, I don't even know how that's being supported by these pipes. Uh-huh. This is excessive. Boy, you know what? I never would have figured that out.
That is...
Giving me 1,000 guesses at how this, how that gun went off, that never would have occurred to me. Ugh. Grim. It's gotta be one of the victims, though, of the... Oh, look who it is. It's me! I was the killer! What? Oh, how expected! Yeah. There's... I mean, I've never played this game, but it was so obviously, like... The way, I have amnesia. The killing 6 years ago. The boss was like, it's definitely not him. Stop worrying about it. Don't investigate. No, bad Date. It was so obviously I was, if not the Cyclops killer, very closely involved with the Cyclops killer. So, that's not a huge surprise or anything. But why? Well, I suppose we'll figure that out, won't we?
What happened in that Somnium?
Sorry, I got a text. This kill is gonna get complicated. Kill count is gonna get complicated. Yeah, I mean, you can tally up how many people die in the game at the end of it, but in, I suppose, the final timeline, it's gonna be very, very different.
We saw it too.
The 4 murdered women are without a doubt the victims of the original Cyclops serial killings.
Oh, is Renju dead at this point? Hold on. He must be, right? Because yeah, they dragged her in, and there's no way they drag her in without... I wish I could just freely scroll, you know? Yeah, okay, that's the ice machine. This has got to be... Yeah, it's Renju, I think, dying. But I guess, you know, at our first split, Renju isn't dead yet, huh? I wonder if he'll feature into this game more. Ah, well. We'll have to play and see.
That means...
The murders that occurred 6 years ago are these memory fragments that coalesced in this Somnium.
Well, boss, guess I gotta look into them.
No. That means the person who killed them...
It sure does look like me. This game could do the whole twins thing. So, boss... Serious look on her face. Guess I gotta fucking figure it out, don't I? I like how one of them is about the original Cyclops serial killings, followed by, what about the original Cyclops serial killings? Well... Body double? Ah, of course, a body double. I hate when that happens. So... Blue figure, first of all, I guess.
Help me understand this. What I saw during the sink earlier, that was the scene of the original Cyclops serial killings, right?
Yeah,
So the person doing the killing was the original Cyclops killer.
right.
Was I an
Did you
accomplice?
see
Is
him?
that what happened?
He was...
I saw your face.
Yeah, I think I need some answers, boss.
The original Cyclops killer was...
It can't be. That's impossible.
Date, you cannot say that for certain. You have no memories past 6 years ago.
Was I never caught? Was that part of the problem?
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer.
Oh man, that's... Way to fucking joke, Pewter.
You're missing your left eye,
You and your goddamn price tag hanging off your belt here.
so you steal them from others.
Okay, probably not that. Where did my eye go, and why did it wind up in the soup?
I'm kidding. You can't be the Cyclops killer.
Really?
You sure about that?
Of course not. Do you think I would hire a serial killer?
Yes.
You interrogated Iris before the sync. What you saw in the Somnium was just a manifestation of
Looks
the
like a
fear you
Pokemon
put in
trainer.
her.
No, he looks like a Pokemon professor. Very different. Okay, but so about the original.
Didn't I tell you? The entire case is a state secret.
Yeah, okay, but like, you're gonna have to agree I need to look into it now.
No matter how many times you ask, I won't tell you anything.
I lit... So what about it?
The Cyclops killer appeared 6 years ago. I lost my memory 6 years ago. There has to be some kind of connection.
If you don't tell me anything about it, I'm forced to assume, and I don't think you're gonna like my assumptions, boss.
There isn't. It's a coincidence.
I don't believe you, and it's incredibly frustrating that you keep beating that drum. It's clearly not.
Really?
Really.
Okay, then why'd he show up?
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
Yeah, so you agree it's connected.
That means Iris must know about the killings.
6 years ago, Iris was 12.
Did she witness the crime at age 12? And not just one, but all 4?
Boss, serious look on her face. Yep, she's being incredibly frustrating about it.
In the Somnium earlier, I saw someone else who might be the criminal. Who was he?
It's red figure.
I wouldn't know.
The trope is annoying. Yeah, it's so frustrating. I can't tell you why. It's a secret. Okay, but I need to know. No, you don't. It's a secret. It's definitely not related. It clearly, obviously is. And if you don't tell me, I'm just gonna keep acting on my own instinct. Making my own assumptions.
Remember what the boss said this morning. The original Cyclops killer has yet to be brought to justice.
Oh, I guess, yeah. That one never was caught.
After the investigation got going, it was taken over by the government and classified. That was the last we heard anything about it. Of course, they paid lip service to the idea that the investigation was ongoing.
Sorry, more texts. Anyway.
But in reality, it was dropped completely.
Of course it was. New and original incidents.
I don't believe there's any meaningful connection. Between the original and new Cyclops serial killings, I mean.
Why is that?
The culprit is not the same. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
Okay, but can you tell me why he was never caught?
How can you be so sure?
Because I can. Don't worry about it. Just trust me.
Shut up.
The Sinker does not always experience the somnium they expect. Dreams are pieced together from memories.
I like that
even
his
repressed subconscious ones.
His example appears to be sumo wrestlers in a Shakespearean play, is how I'm interpreting this picture.
When using the sync machine for an investigation, we don't always see the memories we expect to see.
How has no one made a kitchen sink joke, by the way?
True, oftentimes a subject will subconsciously want to express their dark secrets and repressed memories. That is why we see them so often, and why those somnia are so useful for criminal investigations. But this is not a guarantee.
Still saying we should call Raz. He's a well, I guess if he was like, what, 10 in 2005, he's probably old enough now to be doing shit, but on the other hand, Psychonauts 2 was like, he's the same age. It's a direct sequel. It's like a day or two later. However long Rhombus of Ruin took to get going, I suppose. I will say I preferred, totally unrelated, I preferred the first one to the second one, because, I don't know, the kids at summer camp, way more fun and memorable than the fucking co-workers at the, Psychonaut headquarters.
We cannot control the content of our dreams after.
That might also have been because I, you know, played it as a kid and explored around a bunch, talked to them all, and as an adult, I just kind of played through.
It's like I told you before. Dreams are pieced together from memories. even repressed subconscious ones. This can be expressed as an equation.
Ew.
Dream D equals memory A plus memory B plus memory C.
Gross. And one had Waterloo World. Waterloo is a really fun level. Yeah, the Napoleon one. Fred Bonaparte. I'm also a big fan of the Milkman Conspiracy. One definitely was funnier. It had, I think, better jokes and a bit more kind of a cynical edge to it. It was pretty fucked up. We dove into brains and messed around in order to convince a schizophrenic security guard to burn down an insane asylum. That was pretty fucked, but it was kind of funny. Then the first level in the second game, they're like, you must never do that ever. Never. No, none of that. It's bad and wrong. And it's like, yeah, I know it is. That's why it was funny in the first game. You don't need to hammer this point home. Thank you very much. The fish confused you? Oh, Linda? Linda's the best. What do you
This,
mean?
of course, means that Dream D is a fictional event.
Lungfishopolis is fantastic. That's the other thing. A lot of the levels in Psychonauts 1 were more comedic than the first one. The first one, a lot less comedy, with the two exceptions of the cooking show and the psychedelic drug trip.
However, the same cannot necessarily be said about memory A, B, and C. Those happened in reality. In other words, fiction is built from combinations of reality.
How
what
dare
I
you
saw
make
in
fiction an
Somnium earlier.
equation? Gross.
Yes, I believe Iris actually witnessed those events.
And yet, for some reason, the Cyclops killing doesn't matter in this game. Boss. Summarize it for me. Didn't learn anything from speaking with Boss and Pewter. If anything, the mystery only grows deeper. Pewter shook me out of my
Dante.
thoughts.
It looks like Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
I headed to the sink room. I stopped on the way for
Hey,
a chocolate
Iris.
bar.
About that dream earlier.
But then I eventually made it there.
Dream? What dream?
Haven't we done this already? Shouldn't you know that that's not... Okay, whatever.
There is no point in asking her, Date. The subject of a sink does not experience somnium in the way that you do.
Okay, we've had this conversation before, but if I can't remember if that was with Mizuki or the last time we got out of her dream. Guess this is Iris's route? I suppose so.
They will not remember it.
Then what about the Cyclops killer from 6 years ago?
Keeping in mind, in this route, she never, or has yet to at the very least, she and Ota haven't absconded, and the polar bear thing hasn't happened yet.
Cyclops killer? I remember hearing it on the news, but I was just a little girl. I don't remember anything specific.
You don't?
No,
What about the scene of the murder?
I don't know. I've never been there.
But
Could be repressed, I suppose.
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
Why are you remembering this? I just said it, and also I'm right there.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
Press X to...
Date, could you take Iris home?
huh?
We do not have enough evidence to hold her. Even in Somnium, we couldn't find anything. The law demands that we release
Does
her.
Somnium work if we find anything? Like, oh, well, there we go.
You cannot decline, Date.
I can decline to take her home. Throw her on a bus. Get out of here. Doubt? Yeah. I just love that emote for doubt. So in chat it looks like press
Dante,
X to...
Could we make a stop first?
Sure. Where?
You want Sonic or McDonald's?
Marble.
Or...
It's a bar in Golden Yokocho.
Oh, wow. Why do you know that?
You know about that place?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Okiura took me before.
Why do you
Oh.
want to go there?
I guess, yeah, Renju would have been there. And she apparently hung around Renju a lot.
There's something I want to talk about.
Can you suggest L.A. Noire? Yeah, sure. I've been itching to get all the achievements for that on Xbox One. Because I have them all on 360. At the very least, the base 1,000. I didn't bother with the DLC.
We can't talk here?
The most annoying thing was making sure I got all the cars. That was a trial and a half, because L.A. Noire on the 360 is on multiple discs, and some cars weren't on some discs. So I had to be swapping discs in and out. Quite a bit, actually. It was excruciatingly annoying.
It might take a while.
But if I download it, I won't have that problem, will I? I would assume it's easier.
What do you think?
There's no reason to refuse. Besides, there's a lot I want to ask her, too.
Oh, God.
All right, sure.
Every other achievement in that game was fairly easy, if I recall. Doing DLC cases as well. Yeah, if I get, I think the Xbox One and PS4 versions were, like, the complete version, so yeah, I'd be doing the DLC stuff as well. You're sending a Nile message to someone. I was curious, but didn't want to pry. I turned the wheel and drove to Marble. I wonder if Marble is meant to be something, like Marble Bar. Barble. Marbar. Marble. Nah, I got nothing. We walked in. I didn't see Mama anywhere. But Ota is here? Oh, she fucking sent him a Nile message. God damn it. Triple back-to-back mystery games? Well, only if it gets spun.
Tessa!
Oh, Ota.
I thought that was a note on the counter. Where's the mama? It's interesting. I've always called them, like, the mama, because in Japan, the bar mama is kind of like the hostess. But I assumed mama was, like, the job title, but everyone just calls her mama. Or, you know, whoever runs the bar, mama. Also, it's a thing. I don't know what it is. It must be a fucking thing. But, like, so many games do the bit where a man dressed as a woman is running the bar and is called Mama. Fucking Persona did, multiple Personas did it. Yakuza does it with Earth Angel, this game. It's all over the fucking place. Yeah, where's Mama?
Oh, she left a little while ago. She said something about going to help an acquaintance. She told me to watch the place until she got back.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all.
Wow, that was weird of her then.
It's my first time here.
I wasn't particularly surprised. Mama always depended on the kindness of strangers ever since she opened Marble. Ah, fair enough. Want to get back to Ace Attorney eventually? I mean, we will at some point. The bastards, put the next 3 games on Xbox, so haven't escaped that yet. Never thought I'd run to you here.
I was nihiling with Tessa earlier. She said she was going to Marble, so I got here just before you did.
So Mama just left,
Look,
then.
I was really worried about her.
She's fine.
She was about to be charged with a serious crime.
But she's not.
No, this is my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle.
Fair enough. Sure, what was that thing? Did we ever learn what that thing
This
was?
actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota.
I think we did. She was, like, in the car with... Or she, like, took Renju's car or something like that? Oh, right. And she claimed it was because she was driving without a license. Right. But obviously that's a load of horseshit.
It's about a Nile message you sent Iris. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing. That you'd stay quiet no matter what. What were you talking about?
Well,
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
She's right here.
geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay?
We're having this conversation in front of her. Can she, like, weigh in?
But before I tell you, who's that?
What?
At the door. Someone's standing outside.
Didn't I fall for this already? God damn it, Date. He's gonna hit me. He tased me this time? You gotta be fucking kidding me. This fucking kid. How does he fall for it every time? He's an idiot, that's why. God, I hope you're not in the sequel. Ah. 2 a.m. How long did Mama leave for? Jesus. When I woke up, I was lying on the sofa.
Where am I?
Ah, she didn't try and wake me up, I guess. My head was killing me and my memory was foggy. I felt a sudden pain in my neck. He deserved to get punched. Yeah, well. I shot up Robin. He hasn't been stabbed in this reality, so I'm looking forward to seeing what horrible thing happens to him this time. When I looked over the counter, I saw a monster staring back at me. No, that's just Mama. It took me a few seconds before I realized it was just Mama.
It looks like you're awake now.
What'd you miss? Ota tased us. We're on, I'll show you the path we're currently on. We dove back into Iris's sink with the TV and the weird drawings. And, yeah, Ota tased us. Because, you know, in this reality, Date's still an idiot and got at least tased and not just hit with a walk this time. So, you know, the tasing might be a little bit more serious. Why didn't you wake me up?
I tried. You wouldn't budge.
Oh, fair
I
enough.
thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
Fair
I
enough,
didn't have a
suppose.
glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
Didn't have a single drop.
Date's always an idiot. Is AI okay? Kaiba, the eye shut off when we got tased, but it looks like it's back on now. Kaiba.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle.
Combined Aiba and Kaida in order to get famed Yu-Gi-Oh character Kaiba.
Just like the old days.
You know, as one does. What time is it?
It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course.
I don't know what time bars close in Japan, but I think it's pretty universal, or pretty... in the US, bars close at 2 a.m. I think is pretty much the norm.
Ota, the boy I asked to watch the bar?
Yeah,
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
he is supposed to be 24, despite all evidence to the contrary.
He was already gone when I came back. All I saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
Yeah, no, thank you.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun.
Well, it's a taser, not a stun gun. He just jabbed you, but okay.
I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
I hate this kid and Iris. They're the worst. I'm sick of them. I'm hoping the branching path from the very beginning has absolutely nothing to do with them.
The boss is calling.
It probably will, unfortunately, but I'm hoping
how am
they
I gonna report this one?
have no business connected to each other.
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
Boy, this sounds familiar. What horrible thing happened this time? Again? Jesus Christ! We're doing this again!
Iris.
It's not a polar bear this time, it's bunny rabbit. A la Silent Hill 3.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
Boy.
Koto District.
It's crazy how this is going in the same direction.
Date, focus. We need to get to the site.
I thanked Mama and ran out of marble. Yeah, I'm less concerned, given this is kind of my second
What's our
time doing
ETA?
this.
Our destination is far from here. 20 minutes at the fastest.
Please, please let me make it in time.
Good thing I'm keeping an eye on the stream.
That sick bastard.
Nope, polar bear again and everything. But yeah, we didn't see Iris at all after this happened, so I'm guessing this time we're going to be conversing with Iris. I wonder if, well, I mean, I guess the sync I did was with Ota, right? So...
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Ota.
Stay away from Tessa!
And it was so in the costume last time. But also we found him butchered in another fucking thing. What is happening? Kept my foot on the gas the whole time. I could feel the sweat on my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed. Oh. Well, this is bad.
No, it can't be.
Oda lost this time, huh?
No. Stop!
Well. So it's so.
No!
Ah! Oh, I really didn't think that was gonna happen. I'll be honest with you guys, I did not think that was gonna happen. Yikes. Add Iris to the count. Yeah, you don't fucking say.
No!
Fucking, I guess this one won't feature Iris quite so much, huh? Well, hey, we made it to the warehouse. Oh, good. Hope we're not too late. Same setup, the van and the car Oda had to take. What? Well, this is a pickle. Is Iris okay over there? Oh, shit!
Ota.
Well, that's not good for Ota. I mean, I didn't like the kid, but damn.
There
They're
you
both
are.
gone? I don't know.
Finally. I was
He was
looking all over for you.
He was dead on the table, but she was off in the corner. I don't know if she's like actually dead or they did some film magic and she looks dead, but she's fine over in the corner. I think they're both dead, yeah. I'm a boss? Thank you, thank you. Well, damn, I don't know where this story's going now that Ota and
It's rare to see you down like this,
Ota and Tessa are both quite brutally dead.
but it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you?
Kinda.
Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble, and about letting Ota get the upper hand on you.
Cool. Remind me of it. Thank you.
Am I right?
I blame Oda to an extent. I also blame you for not telling me about the original Cyclops killing. I'm the big bad evil guy. Oh no.
Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks?
Sure.
Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide.
You think he committed suicide? You think after murdering Iris and also unrelated Renju and Shoko, you think he killed Iris, chucked her aside, turned on the machine, and hopped up in to go, yep, I'm gonna cut myself in half. One of the worst possible ways to go, probably, sawed in half at the torso? Really? That's what they're going with?
Ota had a selfish love for Iris.
I mean, that I agree with.
He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too.
Okay, I'm with you so far.
But Iris refused Ota.
Sure.
So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife. Killed her, then killed himself.
By live streaming her murder and then cutting himself in half. That's insane and clearly not correct. Also, he took her eye for some reason. So could have killed Iris and stabbed Oda and put him in the suit and then killed him. Oh yeah, absolutely. I think that's probably what happened, but I don't know how we're gonna get there, if we will. Like I said, we killed
That's
off...
ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris.
Yeah, for better or for worse, we've killed off 2 major players in this game, and I don't really see how we're gonna press forward without them. This might be like a short ending. Or a short route, I guess.
And how do you explain the other 2 murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out.
Okay, yeah, so Iris is absolutely dead too.
Just like Renju and Shoko. Those 3 murders were definitely executed by the same person. The new Cyclops killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit. Too many contradictions, like killing Iris.
And also, despite being 24, he's like 5-0, so I don't see how he got the upper hand on 2 grown... I guess they were drugged, but still.
Such as?
Ota's behavior during the video. Ota had no incentive to kill... Yeah, what was the point of the behavior during the video? And no incentive to kill Renju or Shoko. But yeah, we'll tackle these in some order here.
Stay away from Tessa!
He ran off screen...
Ota showed himself on the stream.
Took off the costume, ran in, stopped it, ran back, put the costume on, ran in again, and then activated it again? That's insane. What is a creepy little twink. But him doing a gruesome murder-suicide is kind of far-fetched, don't get me wrong. Might do a lot to make himself the hero, and I thought he was suspect for a while, but this is a bit far-fetched, yeah.
If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit.
Yeah, this would track if he staged the thing and wanted to make himself look good. But that's not what happened.
Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first.
Boss, there's no way you're defending this. This is an insane theory.
After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
You can only be so sassy and cool before the true colors start to come out, in my opinion, if you rapidly plummets, boss.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice cutting machine himself? I don't buy it.
Yeah, it's insane.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it.
Then why kill Shoko?
Making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
And also, why Shoko? There you go.
Shoko was married to Renju.
Yeah, was. They're divorced for like 6 years or something like that.
Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's the stupidest thing in what?
That's a stretch. They've been divorced for years.
Yeah.
Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
And you're just merrily swinging back and forth like, yep, this all makes perfect sense.
The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
Yeah.
There are some additional discrepancies.
Yeah, even Aiba's like, oh, you missed a few.
I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I am.
I told Boss what Aiba found. Yeah,
Oh,
also...
I know that.
So you know then this isn't what happened.
Well?
Ota could have stabbed himself.
Are you fucking serious?
Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice cutting machine.
Yeah, of course, the next logical step. What the fuck is happening?
Then, shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Also that.
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Are you...
Boss, come on.
Thank you.
Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
Dressed as a polar bear, turns on an ice cutting machine and lays down on the table. This is insane. Phoenix Wright will look at this and go, nah, this is stupid, alright? We can do better than this. Someone's taking crazy pills for once and it's not Date. Yeah, I never thought I'd see the day where I'm like, Date, the beacon of sanity here. Boss, what are you talking about?
Well, I wasn't being serious.
At all, I would hope.
I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning.
Then what was the point of all this?
I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Then why defend them?
Really?
Yes, really.
Jesus Christ, boss.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
Clearly got in a
Ota
scuffle.
knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene.
He clearly got in a scuffle, lost, and, well, we know the rest.
That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side.
You're unbanned.
He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice cutting machine, and then...
May have even passed out from the shock.
Then, who is the culprit?
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims, but Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
No, bastard got to keep his eye, too, so lucky him.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims, Shoko, Renju, and Iris.
If you rearrange the letters, it spells Sir. My god.
What connects these 3?
I mean, Renju, right? Because he was married to Shoko. He runs the talent agency Iris works at. Renju connects them all, but I'm not sure why.
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
I guess.
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good starting point.
It'd be kind of wild if he wasn't. Okay. Oh god, yeah, all this. MoMA. Oh, is this... Am I guessing who the connection is? It's definitely not the mom. She's not related in any way. Iris's mom, maybe. I don't really know if she knows... Oh, doesn't she know Renju? Hold on. I think she said she does know Renju. Not the flowchart. What am I doing? Who's Clyde? And yes, you were technically bullying, I guess, but I'll let Automod, I don't know who Clyde is. Persons. What was the... I don't remember the mom's name. Takero? No, that's... Our cat? Ah, I see. Mama's the bar, so it's not actually the mom. Rohan, Mama, Moma's the pewter, boss, so Takero, Mayumi is Ota's mom. Ota Shoko. Renju. Is it Hitomi? Okay. Elementary school teacher, children, Okonomiyaki, friends, Iris Mizuki, antisocial people, war and sickness, reading, gardening, and watching zombie movies, playing video games involving shooting down alien invaders. Iris's mother and unmarried, her parents died in an accident when she was 17, raised Iris alone due to an injury in the past, she can't move her right arm. Doesn't say anything about Renju. Oh. He jumps onto the computer desk while I'm playing Xbox on the computer monitor. Cats. Anyway, who the... It might be MoMA. He did seem to know Tessa, right? Like, when we were in his office, he said anything for Tessa or A set or whatever. So it might be MoMA.
Renju and Shoko were connected to the Kumakuras.
But also, isn't this guy, like, advocating for sort of making the Yakuza look better?
But there's no connection to Iris.
Oh! Maybe I had to get a wrong one to begin with. We'll go with Iris's mom, I guess.
Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked.
Yeah, I remember that.
They were high school classmates, and she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way.
There's all... Yeah, okay. Somehow I skipped over that one.
No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me.
I was just looking for the connection. We'll try Congressman.
Renju, Shoko,
Bot 4.
and Son.
Ah, the okay one.
There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras, but again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
I guess I am just me! I don't know. I'm not really connected to Iris, am I? It's definitely not Mayumi. Mizuki?
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all 3 victims. Shoko and Renju were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris. She was good friends with Ota, too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all 4 of them.
Does seem unlikely.
Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous.
It's probably not me, right? Like,
I know Renju and Shoko, and I'm connected to Iris.
sort of.
But I have an alibi.
You're a
You
shrewd
only...
negotiator.
Ellie,
That's almost 23 months.
23 months? What do you mean almost 23 months? You have subscribed with Twitch Prime for 23 months. That's almost 2 years, baby.
Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No. Now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her.
Yeah. Was the killer me? No, that's ridiculous.
My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events.
Been here a minute? Fair enough.
And if I start doubting myself now...
Date.
I hear your cat's an
I can say
asshole.
without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops killer.
Yeah.
I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
Okay, I guess I have to just go down the
Naomi
list.
had motive for killing Iris and Renju.
What was the motive for killing Renju? Iris, okay, but...
Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemnis Gate either.
Missed Own Name last stream? Yeah, Own Name was here, hanging out.
And since Renju is the president... Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her.
Also, she probably didn't kill Ota.
And above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him.
Yeah.
I thought it over, boss.
It must be the receptionist! She beat them to death with her... hands.
Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
Heh!
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation. Do whatever it takes to get the culprit.
I guess we're gonna talk to Prisoner 89 then?
To get justice for the victims.
You're right. Got it, boss.
Because there's literally no one else it could be, right? Like, I have to go and talk to Prisoner 89. It's dead ends everywhere else. That or I, bother the Mafia or the Congressman enough that they reveal what the connection was to the people that, aren't here. Monday! Today's Monday. Oh, it's our best friend again. Temperature hasn't raised much. Cold air sunk to my skin, but the center of my body was burning hot. Oh, damn it.
No, nothing so far.
Doing his duties as usual. Alright. Any progress?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Nothing! Damn. I suppose we'll find something over here. Yeah, okay. That's where the knife was last time. Shelves packed with cardboard boxes. I don't see any clues here. Let's take a
A
look.
video camera and laptop.
Yeah.
This is what the criminal used to stream.
I don't
All of
need to
these
see it
items
again,
have been
thank
bought
you.
from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them.
The old ice cutting machine, Iris and Ota.
Iris's the video was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
Yeah.
Which means Iris's time of death is 3:20 a.m.
Well, good, we have that.
Iris also had her left eye removed.
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered.
Well, you say that. We actually do know where Shoko's eye is, but... yes. Ice cutting machine.
This forklift is old. It does not appear to be functional. It has not been moved in some time.
Forklift, I don't see anything special about it. Yeah, well, this time, it wouldn't be. This is Ota's blood. Ota and Iris's blood.
Right here. Iris and Ota were...
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
10 minutes to put the kid in and slice him in half? Sounds about right.
And the cause of death.
Right, about that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound or...
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal. Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death. If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
Clearly this was a mess. Well, yeah, this was a message, because otherwise the polar bear would have just taken the knife and, you know, stabbed him a few more times and ran off. Maybe Oda was trying to help Iris, jumping at the criminal. That led to the scuffle. Oda ended up with a knife in his side. He lost his power to fight back. He was forcibly put inside the costume and finally cut open by the ice cutting.
But why? Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
Unknown.
Yet again, I guess, dramatic flair? All I can think of. They're under autopsy. Their bodies aren't here anymore. Good!
I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
Ah,
I
annoying.
have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras. The same Okiuras we know.
My God!
Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, currently, Okiura of the company.
we know
Renju,
this.
in short.
And in the
Renju
games
did
that
not inherit
uses
the
an
company
ice
from his
cutter,
father,
one of the
and it was
Hitmans
instead
almost
given
certainly
to other
does.
persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
Hitman is such a large game franchise, and, like, there's so many different ways to kill people, I refuse to believe there isn't at least one ice-cutting machine in there.
It certainly is suspicious. Date, we should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly. We will not find anything of importance here.
Yeah, you're right.
You can ask CSI to inform you if they find anything.
All right.
I'm heading out. Let me know if you find anything. I let them know and left the warehouse. Whee. Oh yeah, we have digital tape for some reason. When I left the warehouse, I saw Pewter. Oh, what's he doing here? He walked up to me while I was trying to work it out.
Date, I have to talk to you about something.
Tim told me I missed the busy kid. Yeah.
Huh?
About the original Cyclops serial killings.
Thank Christ.
Why this all of a sudden?
Because I want you to solve this case, Mr. Date. I want you to find who did this and bring them to justice. So, if I can help you, even a little.
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
Because the boss was right there and she's being a real bitch about this?
The boss was there. I couldn't speak openly in front of her. So, I decided to meet you here.
All right, let's hear it.
Earlier, I told you that I was completely certain the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes.
I admire the boldness of going outside looking like that, by the way, Pewter. Before we go further, I just wanted to compliment you on that.
I am absolutely certain the original...
Yes, I remember, thank you.
Let me explain why. I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer.
That would be nice.
Although, it's more accurate to say killers.
Uh-huh.
More than...
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice. One of them was born a murderous psychopath. The other is Rohan Kumakura,
Oh!
the previous chairman of the Kumakuras.
Oh, I was wondering why he was so important. Yes. This big gorilla motherfucker. Look at him. Look at this fucking guy. But he is dead. Guns, money, drugs, women, and power. Hell yeah. Dislikes betrayal, rival gangs, and cops. Politics, investment fraud, organ trading, and land speculation. Skills. Torture. Used to be the leader of the Kamakuras. 1 year ago, he committed suicide by jumping off the roof of a building. He was known for his horrific torture techniques of peeling his victim's skin from toe to thigh. Ugh. Gross. Yeah, but apparently he wasn't well in the head, and if you can believe it, this guy wasn't well in the head, and took his own life, eventually. Well, that would mean it's not him, eh? Doing this, I mean.
They each had a role to play. The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
The murderer didn't want to get his hands dirty, after all. Okay, why they classified it? Who's this murderous psychopath? Well, we'll save that for the end. About Rohan.
18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye. She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye socket and gouged it out.
I mean, looking at the guy, I believe he's capable of doing that.
The reason why was simple. He was fascinated by women's eyes. Their beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them.
What a guy.
He needed to have them, to make them his own.
Gross.
Driven by this instinctive impulse, he took the woman's eye. From then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead women.
As opposed to one of those normal obsessions with the eyes of dead women.
He was very particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased woman. But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge.
We're not going around killing women in the Yakuza terribly often, are we?
His deepest, darkest desire went unfulfilled for years. However, he soon met his ideal partner, the aforementioned psychopath. The Cyclops killer would commit the murder, and Rohan would take the eye. Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship was established.
I guess?
This was the origin of the Cyclops serial killings. At about the same time, you were assigned to Abyss.
Why'd they get classified?
That, I don't know.
Oh.
The details of the original Cyclops serial killings case have become nebulous over time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value. I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you.
Interesting. Alright, so who's this murderous psychopath, then?
He was born with a brain dysfunction.
Okay.
Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
What now?
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust.
Got it.
It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone.
Okay.
It causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress.
Was this his brain? No wonder he was a killer. Look at how wrinkled it is. Not like mine, nice and smooth. No room for these feelings of murder to creep in. Nice smooth brain, like a shark.
It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
Ah, so whenever I hug my wife. Got it.
I'm sure you know what this implies, but he was unable to feel love in the way that we do. However, he was able to experience a substitute. His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means.
I'm gonna guess badminton.
Due to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins by performing a certain action.
Badminton.
What was it?
Murder.
Oh.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to
I know what
pleasant
dopamine
feeling
is, thank you.
endorphins. They dull pain and
He got pleasure from killing people?
It's slightly more complicated than that. Killing people was the only way he could get pleasure.
Ugh.
He was 12 when he took his first life.
Damn.
That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again.
Okay, but who is he? Is this number 89 in
The
jail,
original
or?
Cyclops killer had an accomplice.
there
Rohan.
were two Cyclops killers.
Yeah, we know who the number 2 guy was.
One of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
That means... Pewter, tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that. But that means one remains. Who is he?
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police.
Why do they claim it's unsolved, then?
They actually picked him up on other charges.
Ah.
But, in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in Fuchu prison.
I don't suppose it's number 89, is it? Let me check that real quick. Number 89. Fuchu prison for murder. Mm-hmm. Yes. Isn't that interesting? Oh, my bad. Escape, not back. Well, that's well and good and interesting, but why is Iris seeing my face in her memories, then, of these killings?
Fuchu prison?
She could just be projecting my face onto them because she sees me as a threat.
Yes.
I guess we'll never know now, though, since Iris is pretty dead.
What's his name?
In prison, he doesn't have a name.
What?
He is simply called Number 89.
Okay, but, like, clearly there's papers with his name on them, right?
Number 89.
I know who killed Shogun Adami.
So, now you know why I said that the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. Because one is dead, and the other is behind bars.
Well, I mean... Okay, but, like... I guess I don't know why Boss decided that was such a deep, dark secret that she couldn't tell me?
Neither of them had the opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. Peter looks grimly serious. I was gonna thank him for, you know, stupid barrier. Alright, well. The diner. Why am I going back to the diner? I mean, we're clearly being led to the prison at this rate, but I guess I'll hop, skip, and jump my way over to the diner. We have to tell, his mom that Oda's dead. Hopefully someone did that for me, right? Matsushita Diner. Miyuki, I think, or no, Miyuki's my surrogate daughter. I forget the mom's name. The place was silent. That's Mizuki. May action. Okay, whatever. It was so quiet I could hear the floating dust. I stepped inside. I thought it was empty, but I saw a shadow in the corner of my eye. Yeah, Mayumi. It was like watching a decaying old tree cling pathetically to the earth. Alright, a little harsh. Hey. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, so...
This is your fault.
Oh, come on now.
I heard from the police because you didn't take care of Iris. My boy Ota got involved.
Date, I looked into the investigation report.
Why would the police... I refuse to believe the police said that.
Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now. Did you not hear me? I said leave!
Date, let's go.
Yeah.
She is in no state to talk.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's understandable. I'm just gonna go. I'm going home, apparently. Okay. I would have thought I would end at home, but I'm ending at Marble, I suppose. Oh, right. You liked Ota and Iris, didn't you? It's like a small animal frightened by a predator. So... yeah. About Oda. About Iris. Boy, this is familiar. About the cold storage.
Mizuki must know about Iris and Ota.
Of course, the news was distributed heavily across the internet.
Yeah, I bet it would be.
Not just in Japan, but worldwide. 3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's body.
Yep.
2 days ago, her father's.
Yep.
This morning, 2 of her best friends.
It's really not a good week for her.
It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
She certainly didn't seem so. But I can't stay by her side forever.
Iba, contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
Understood.
I stayed with her for a while, but we didn't speak. Having nothing more to say, I left. Yeah, okay. I would have at least given her a hug or something. The Sagan residence. This is serious enough that I'm not even going to make a Sagan D's nuts joke. So, found a Tomi with a hollow look in her eyes. She let me in and asked me to sit on the sofa. I agreed and sat down. But after that, I couldn't say a single word. Heavy silence weighed on both of us. About Ota. That's just...
Ota was one of my students.
Ooh.
I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police. Ota tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
About Iris.
Iris was my everything. We always went everywhere together, whether it was buying clothes or going to the movies or taking a walk or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3. And finally she could hold mine. But eventually, she left my hands altogether. She started crossing her arms, being independent, even though she needed constant attention growing up. Her memories are a part of this room. And always will be. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried.
Sorry I'm not, making constant jokes, but a teenage girl was sawed in half in a warehouse across town, and I'm having to talk with her mom about that. It's not exactly a situation I've got a joke lined up and ready for.
One day, she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time, she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her, but why?
Really don't know. I have no idea why this is happening.
My entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but...
No, please.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before.
Uh-huh.
The first time at the wedding.
Right.
The second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Oh.
Prison?
Go on.
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger.
I don't suppose it's number 89.
I visit them a few times a year. And by coincidence, I saw Shoko. I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away.
She does have a memorable profile.
She was there for the same reason I was. To visit one of the inmates.
Was it the same inmate? Because that would be fucking crazy.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison. In Tokyo.
Fuchu.
Prison?
In Tokyo? Boy, that prison keeps getting brought up. I think we're gonna have to pay it a visit here.
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
Oh.
I don't know what to do.
Be a bit weird of a coincidence if she knew 89.
Thinking about her.
I think one of them probably did. Yeah, this path is a lot less funny when the kids die.
Please.
And don't.
You have to catch them.
Don't get me wrong, it wasn't exactly hilarious when one got stabbed and the other lost her eye, but at least they were alive?
I will.
In this one, they're both dead, and it's just kind of sad. Yikes. Well, I guess I'm off to Marble. Clearly, I'm going to the prison later, though. Like, there's no way we're not doing that.
Are you okay, honey?
Huh?
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning, anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel. You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
Go on.
Tell me.
I'll take what I can get.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case.
Okay. How
Remember
deeply?
what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras? Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras. That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2. 3.
3? Iris?
No, not that one. The boy.
Ota?
He came here last night.
Ota?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner.
How is he in with the Did he borrow money from him or something?
He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
How?
Have you heard the rumor?
You heard the rumors. Mama told me a similar story to Aiba's about So Shijima and the Kawasaki district. Yeah, okay. Basic idea is this. 8 years ago, So sold his land to the Kawasaki district for 30 billion yen. Oh, right, this little trick and a half he did to make a bunch of money and keep his land. Half a year later, an explosion at the chemical plant caused land prices to drop drastically. So bought back the land for 1 billion yen. Almost like he knew beforehand the accident would happen. Yeah, almost. Did So blow it up or conspire to blow it up? My theory is that there was like a... He knew it was going to blow up and sold it off, and then when it did blow up, he's like, alright, I'll just buy that back, please. No, that wouldn't make sense. So wouldn't gain anything from that. He gained 29 billion. He wound up with... he would end up with 29 billion cash and 1 billion in land. It's net zero. I mean, I guess the land will become more valuable, though, once, you know, the half-life of all the dangerous shit passes by and you can occupy it again, and he gets 29 billion yen out of it. But there's more to the story.
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies.
Okay.
They, of course, look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts.
My God.
I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple for you.
Why?
The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kabasaki.
Okay. Including the land
Now,
the restaurant is
back
on?
to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kabasaki?
Can't say I have.
So was the one who came up with it.
Huh.
I
Okay.
was born and raised in Kabasaki. I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it dearly.
So I'm putting in a sick-ass casino. Wait, what? 29 billion or million is not nothing. So gained that, and once... So gained that, and once that land gets redeveloped, it's going to fetch hefty income. Yeah, he's like, it was a net zero. He lost, I guess he did lose 30 billion in land at first, or swapped it for liquid assets. So he lost all his land, but now had 30 billion yen. The explosion happened, then he bought it back for 1 billion. So on, I guess, worth-wise, it's all the same, because now it's only 1 billion in land, so... On paper, assets are still the same, but now he has all the land he did before, and 29 billion yen. It's just, you know, the land isn't worth as much.
But look at Kabasaki now. When I see images of the destruction on television, my heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces. But I promise you, I will revive the Kabasaki district at any cost.
And again, your move was a casino?
Casino Town Kabasaki will give new life to the city.
Oh, you were going to build a whole ass district. You were going to go like full Kamurocho on it. Red light, adult playground type of thing.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
To build a casino town?
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kabasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off limits. However, the air in Kabasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
Well, that's good.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kabasaki are going to skyrocket.
Gee, Date, what might that mean?
And all that land is owned by the KE.
Ah, the Yakuza.
And by So himself.
They stand to make quite a pretty penny on this, whether they sell or develop.
The land he bought back for 1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
Okay, well, it was worth 30 times that originally, so...
He's involved in some shady business.
This is just another rumor, but the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
Is the theory we're operating on here that they blew up a chemical plant to empty out a district so they could build a casino town and get that sweet, sweet mun? Because that's pretty fucked up, if that's what happened.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
A lot of people whose lives you ruined for that.
But there's no hard evidence of that.
Who I'm sure would prefer you clean up the district and give them back their homes, rather than build a casino town.
It's just gossip.
And also, his logic doesn't make any sense. I was raised here, and I look back, and I see my city, my district, in ruin. So I'm going to build a casino, rather than rebuild the thing from my childhood. Okay, dude. Mama sure seems quite well informed for a simple bar owner. She does mention her real business is information dealing. She's a broker of information with the bar as kind of like a front or a side project.
What were we talking about again?
Ota and the Kumakuras.
Oh, right.
I'm guessing oh no, wait, he's not in the district. They're just outside of the district. So why is Ota... What is the connection?
You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kabasaki district?
Yeah. Right there, apparently.
The chemical plant explosion made times hard.
Yeah.
Foot traffic went down, sales declined.
Uh-huh.
No wonder it closed down.
Info broker? Seems good that Date knows her then. Yeah, that is... He's mentioned, that Mama's been vital a few times in investigations.
Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion.
I mean, I'm sure he's not thrilled about it.
And if it was intentional, oh, he'd hate them even more.
Yeah, probably.
That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
It's not much of a link, is it? If someone blew it up on purpose, he'd hate them. Also, the Kumakuras own some land in that district. Like, there's a lot of people that would hate them for that. And a lot of people whose livelihoods and businesses were probably ruined by it. By that logic, any one of them could be connected. Although Ota is the one who's dead. Really thought, you know, he was gonna, like, have borrowed money from them, or, like, they've been trying to buy the diner because they know that is gonna skyrocket once the casino project opens up as well. I thought it was gonna be a little more concrete than he just happened to be near them.
I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
Well, no, everything was useful except Ota's connection. The casino plan, I think, is news to me, so that was useful.
No, it was very helpful.
I'm glad I can help.
Well then, be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
You know I will. Both because I'm an alcoholic and I just can't get enough of your face. Mainly the alcoholism, though. Being honest with you. I returned to boss's office to report. But I didn't see her anywhere. Huh.
Where did she go?
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
Well, no, sometimes she's in the sink room or at a crime scene, I guess.
True.
I also imagine she goes home sometimes, but it's also 5 on a Monday. I think she works a little bit later than that.
What are you doing?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
What do we have to talk about?
A summary of the investigation, perhaps?
What summary? We don't have anything new.
That's not true.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research about number 89.
Yeah, let's hear it then. What's his real name? Who is he? That's the same question. What's the relationship between 89 and Shoko? And what about 89 and the new site? Okay, well, what's his real name, first of all?
Unknown.
God damn it. How do you not know who the guy is? Surely there should be, like, fingerprints, DNA, birth certificate, social security. Like, there was nothing when they got this guy that suggested to a government identification.
You don't know?
No such person is listed in the family registry.
What?
It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown.
Oh, I guess that would be possible.
However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
And yet, was he from the mountains? So who is this 89?
As
then?
you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills.
Well, is he actually an assassin? Because that makes it sound like he's been hired to do this. Serial killer would be what I would use.
He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
That's what Pewter told us.
I mean, he might also be an assassin. He did mention that the only way he finds joy is through killing, so being an assassin would make sense, wouldn't it?
After his...
Yes, I was there for it. What about him and Soko?
Unknown. I cannot determine if
Shoko,
they have any
excuse me.
connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room. I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89. After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
Yes. It still goes on.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
To be fair, I think that was also, like, reported on, so...
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible.
It's also possible he just has a radio in prison.
Pewter claims that there were two culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
That leaves one culprit still alive, number 89.
How did Pewter know this? I guess he might have followed the case, but still.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
I know who killed Shogunadami.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible.
I suppose. We gotta talk to this guy.
Let's talk to number 89.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or if he's full of it, but he's our last remaining loose end.
All right.
Yeah, we don't really have another option.
However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us. If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Can you arrange that?
I can.
Okay. After cutting through some red tape, 89 was to be brought to HQ. He took considerable time to arrive, but for some reason, Boss never showed up. Boss is looking a little suspicious right now. Wow, we got it same day? Good lord. Inmates have means of getting info, TV, radio, newspapers, and such. Maybe not a newspaper, but definite. Oh, I thought that was a huge beard. I was looking at this guy like, damn. Get this man a razor, please. A safety one, of course, but Pewter's clearly involved in this. Ugh. You are... I thought the same thing. Yeah, I thought it was a huge bushy beard. Like, fucking Senshi from Dungeon Meshi style. Well, he looks
Sorry to
well-adjusted.
interrupt your busy day.
So why do they call you 89? Less conventional ways as well. You'd be surprised how creative inmates tend to be with stuff. Yeah, but, like, he would hardly need to get creative to learn there had been a killing in the city. That would just be reported on, again, in a TV or a radio or a newspaper. That's hardly secretive information that he needs to negotiate for.
But I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
Okay, so let's start basics. What's your name? Although I
Number
suspect.
89.
Yeah, figured.
Your real name.
I don't remember.
Oh, well then. Where are you from?
Burkina Faso.
Never heard of it.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
Okay, well then.
I don't have time for your jokes.
maybe he's from there. You don't know. Maybe it's one of those African countries that got colonized and is full of whiteys like South Africa. You would be the original Cyclops killer. Or no, wait. Do you know Shoko Nadami?
Yeah, I guess I do.
You finished Borderlands 2 and WarioWare Touch? Nice. I meant him supposedly knowing who the copycat killer is. Ah, well, yeah, okay, fair enough.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
Huh.
What did you talk about?
He talks fast with that gravelly voice of his.
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Why?
Meet you.
She probably just wanted to see me.
But... Okay. When did you first meet her? Sure.
A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one.
Oh.
I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
Elaborate on that too, please. Ha.
That's right.
Alright then. Huh, I really thought it was gonna be me. And that's why Boss was so cagey about it. But what do I know? Maybe he's like my brother or something.
I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the 2 Cyclops killers.
All right.
But why? Well, that's the big question, isn't it?
Let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
Wow. He just... I'm not 100% sure you have the authority to do that, Date.
All right.
Even he's like, oh, all right.
But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story.
Sure. I didn't think that would work.
It might take some time. Is that all right with you?
I've got nothing but time.
Do we?
Let's
There's a
get
killer on the
started.
loose.
The story of a lonely assassin.
All right, so yeah, he is an assassin. Google 13? Oh no, he's going through every season.
Once upon a time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice. Let's call him F.
Why? Can I get some F's in chat for this guy?
F found the evils of the world intolerable.
We'll call him Frank. F for Frank.
F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born. He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there.
Ah, yes. Wedgies, beatings, being called smelly.
It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor.
Oh, so F is you.
Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it.
Okay, God, you got me. What?
I'll just throw down my knife. Here.
Into the water.
You lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
Damn. All right, we get it. Flashing lights much? Come on now. I thought Pewter
the
said
culprit
he
was unarmed.
took his life, or took his first life at 12.
But F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent. If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated. F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened. That was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral, one by one.
I'm curious to see how this leads to you taking, well, Rohan took the eyes, I guess. How this led to you teaming up with the Yakuza to kill women.
He became an assassin, a lone gunman. No agent, no employer.
That's not an assassin, then. That's just a serial killer.
He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner. But it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X.
Oh my god, FX. The network.
X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time.
Well then.
Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
Agent 89. As opposed to 007 or Agent 47.
I've done some
like.
research.
That's his voice? Also, shout out to apparently the only other two Yakuza that work for this guy.
I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth.
I figured he'd be more like, I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth.
But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed.
His neck rolls and his scarf blend together. It's crazy.
How about you work for us?
Oh.
Of course, you have the right to say no, but it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer.
Yeah.
Thus, F's self-employment came to an end.
I mean, it makes sense, I guess. Yakuza need hitmen, right? And this guy's clearly good at it.
He became a hired gun of the Kumakaras. Rohan even gave him a code name.
Ironically, now you're actually an assassin in your story.
Falco.
Oh my god! Falco! No! How far does this go? Does Fox know? Not Slippy. Tell me Slippy's not involved.
Named for the falcon, a bird of prey.
Yeah, I got that. Thank you. If you can believe it, I fucking caught up to the fact that Falco is Falcon.
Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night, at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life, but not Falco. He did as he was told.
Well, yeah.
One target after another.
Your motive is they'll kill you if you don't, right? That's the whole thing. They had you over a barrel, so you're being coerced. Although you seem to enjoy it, so. No motive. Just broad daylight, huh? No motive is stretch.
To destroy his heart completely.
Doesn't sound like there was much left to destroy, but carry on.
Time passed, and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach.
Boy, that's a big miss. Targets are usually in front of you, not like down here at your stomach. I don't know what you were thinking.
Somehow, he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment, in his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him.
It was Hitomi, I think her name is.
He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps.
That's definitely her sweater.
Footsteps of at least 2 people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him. He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking.
I feel like there's other ways you could have done that, guy. Did they not?
That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman.
They didn't find the blood or the phone being dialed or her obviously sort of like making noise of protest, I would imagine, from this, or surprise at the very least.
She was a teacher at some school.
Boy, I wonder.
It was like she was from a totally different world than him.
You like that, huh?
Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work.
How often did she talk to you?
She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart.
So you're a poet, is what you're telling me.
Falco started to become himself again. His former self.
Hey, Pewter, this is not the born psychopath who killed a guy at 12. I gotta be honest with you. This is not matching with what you told me.
He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
How many years ago, out of curiosity? 18 by chance?
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me.
We know how this ends.
It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them.
Gee.
Should be simple, no?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine. And her daughter. She had just turned 12.
Okay. So, this was obviously...
Why the 2 of them?
Not. Was thinking this might be like, Falco here is, Iris's dad, but clearly that's not the case.
Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would. He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help.
That would be Shoko.
And then,
Silence. For some reason, he wouldn't open his mouth again. Why'd you stop?
Why did you stop?
Just getting to the good part. Is that the whole story, or...?
Was that the whole story?
Clearly wasn't. You mentioned a detective. Boy, who did Date keep up, man?
You mentioned a detective. What's the connection between that and Shoko? Hey, answer me.
This is a transaction, remember? Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else.
Oh, very well.
I'll give you half up front, half later.
And that was the first half of your story?
If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures. Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon release.
Yeah, I figured that.
Pewter.
Yes?
Start the preparations.
Can't we just tell him, like, hey, by the way, if you welch on this deal and don't tell us, we're just gonna arrest you again for lying to cops? But we're in a clandestine secret organization building. Obviously, we're just gonna do that.
For what?
What do you think? The sink.
Oh. The sink. Thought it might be a release. It's crazy, like, people seem so willing to go into this sink thing. He's not restrained in there.
With the usual dosage.
Yeah, they mentioned that he's drugged, I guess.
Waking up anytime soon.
Alright.
Are you ready, Agent Date?
Yeah.
The time limit is 6 minutes.
We know.
I know.
I wonder if this one will be straightforward or if it'll have a branch. Because the Ota's sink, which is probably about where this one was, had a branch. But his mom maybe not, which was the last thing we did in that route. That branch also led to Mizuki syncing with Date, which did not have a branch either. So, I guess we'll see. Pretty sure one can also work in a clause or two in a contract that lets he cooperate and tells the full story. He ain't getting out. Exactly! Also, hey, sup.
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job?
Because I want to, obviously.
Alright, jeez, we get it. This character is coded to be my wife.
Why are you getting mad at me?
As in my actual real-life wife. She reminds me of her quite a bit.
Yeah, this rug feels so good on my skin.
But not this part. This is weird.
Why are you suddenly a cat?
Playtime's over. Let's begin.
Stand up.
Is this the Sagan residence?
It definitely is.
Number 89. What were you up to?
Confused. I was just having a laugh. She's for free? She's a kooky gal.
What? The green.
The green.
Pass through it.
Really wants to hide it, huh? Okay, new plan.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Still not a good catchphrase. Alright, how many mental locks? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4. Okay.
This appears to correspond to the green thing.
The vines on the wall, you mean? Or the terrible stew that's being cooked back there? Number 89 is covered in a green membrane. I can't get close. These are confusing times. The sinks are always a little bit confusing, though, eh? Well, so far there isn't a split. Winter Iris, the switch. Horrible stew. Well, my options are limited. Prevent the interference from... I'll try the Winter Iris, since I think,
A winter iris that blooms in the cold.
I know.
Yeah, we've been here before. Let's pick it, I guess. That might get rid of the vines, right? Smelling it's not gonna do shit.
You can do it.
Stop it! You're distracting me!
I got one!
Is that a knife?
Aw, right after I pulled it out, too.
Did the green stuff react at all?
Ah, look at that. Hang up or ignore. Oh, prevent interference. Yeah, hang up the phone.
What the? I think...
Is that not right? Ah. Certainly wasn't. Alright, well, we'll ignore it then. Let it go to answering machine?
It stopped.
I don't know.
What was left behind? What the hell? Ignored the phone. So, is it distractions and we need to, like,
it worked?
focus up on the important thing? Ignore the distractions? What is this garbage right here?
There is some kind of liquid pooled on the floor.
Lick, jump in, smell, stick hand in. I'm leaning towards stick your hand in.
It is surprisingly deep.
Did you find anything?
Well... Oh! There is something.
A cork.
Oh, so it's wine? I'm guessing from a bottle of? Oh.
What is this substance? Green tea?
It's obviously not green tea.
Perhaps it's jelly.
It's not jelly.
It's the wine, clearly.
Date, you've got 4 minutes.
Why would it give me... That was the right thing to do. Why would it give me the skull? To double my time.
A book.
Read or tear. Well, it's only 12 seconds, so, either way. So let's tear it? Sure, why not?
Yeah! Are you sure this will help us uncover number...
It might.
Ah.
It's ringing again.
I say we ignore it again. Intense live Iba reaction. There it is. Unblinking.
It stopped. Aren't you curious who was calling?
I am curious, but what if they threaten me for money?
What? Why is that your go-to?
You're a police officer. Have some backbone.
Also, clearly ignoring the phone is working. Ignored the phone again.
I suppose we didn't do anything wrong.
At least you didn't faint.
Alright. I'm curious to see, this horrible stew. The pot.
It's a pot. Steam is rising from it. It appears to be some kind of green curry.
Maybe a soybean stew?
Ah, the soup.
It might also be boiled green juice.
Yeah, like a slime.
A turtle ninja could leap out at any moment.
Alright. Where? Drink, smell, heat. Where? What? Drink it.
What is this anyway?
You can tell by tasting it.
I would like to know before I put it in my mouth.
It's green, right? It's gotta be gack.
Fucking sick gack reference.
Don't say such things. I'm the one who has to drink it. Fine. I'll have a sip.
Shout out to the Oobleck. Oh wow, she fucking...
Iba? Hey, Iba. Iva!
Is that a snake? Snake, snake!
Thank you for the delicious soup,
What kind of soup was it?
elephant.
What did you say?
Elephant.
You alright? No? Okay. Well, we had some elephant soup, gang. Don't worry about it. Well, we can make her out at this point. It's like we don't know it's Hitomi's place at this point. I guess we'll tear this one too, right? I think it was psychedelic mushroom soup. Oh, that makes sense. It would take less time to read this and then tear it.
F became an assassin for the Kumakuras. Rohan himself bestowed F a code name.
Yeah, we know that.
name. A book.
And
You have
now,
3 minutes, Date.
that took 18 seconds and 9 seconds, respectively, instead of the 54 it would have taken otherwise.
I wonder what these books symbolize.
I don't know. Maybe he used to oversee a library?
Number 89. A librarian.
They're clearly his story. Make him press the ceiling fan, I guess? Or the picture's new as well. The picture's labeled... Oh, I can space the picture, I guess.
It's a ceiling fan.
Is that like a giant desk fan?
How do you not know what a ceiling fan is?
A desk fan only moves the air immediately around it, whereas...
Oh, right.
I want to throw something. Headbutt, hold on. I don't think any of these matter, actually. I hit escape!
No good, huh?
God damn you. At least that was only 12 seconds.
A switch.
I guess we could try removing thorns.
An astute observation. Ow!
Well, guess we have to investigate without...
If you're fine with whatever happened...
The picture might be new.
A picture.
Just a picture.
Oh, wow! Look at that! Fill out or remove. Sure, fill it out.
I don't have a pen. No choice.
You don't have to go that...
Okay.
The color has returned.
Hey, Iba?
I said blood, but it is not the same as human blood. No need to worry. And besides, we are in a dream.
Still, blood? I'd feel better if you used a different word.
For example,
Body fluids?
I do not feel comfortable with that.
How about just plasma?
What is that?
Knocking on the door? That or a giant is coming to kill us all. Oh! I was kidding!
It's an eye.
Date, what are we going to do?
Pour lemon juice? Why is that an option? I think we need to treat it like the phone and ignore it. I'm making different poses at it.
Piercing stare.
I certainly ignored it, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
I passed out when it looked...
You
Okay.
have less than 2 minutes.
So that wasn't right. I'll try and burn a quick one with close the curtain. Well, there we go.
It left.
Close the curtain, baby.
That eye.
Do you know something about it?
Yes. It was kind of cute.
Was it?
You are insane.
For God's sakes, just go
What?
away.
Hitomi?
Yeah, we knew that. Read the invasion from Skull, book, Hitomi, and book again. Great.
It's Hitomi.
Talk to her, hug her, kiss her, touch her. I go for touch, I guess.
Where?
Shoulder?
Maybe her...
Just shoulder. Date. Shoulder.
Her stomach, right?
Yeah. It's not like I'm touching her.
She's extremely hard. Perhaps due to her being stationary?
What did you say?
That she is stationary?
No, before that.
She's hard?
Hitomi is hard right now?
This is an odd conversation.
Got it. That's useful information. Let's keep that in mind.
She could be pregnant. Maybe he is Iris's dad.
Wait, I forgot. What's Hitomi's condition right now? I totally lost it.
Could you stop messing around? Or would you like me to crush you with this vice?
Hey, relax. I was kidding.
A skull.
Talk, kiss, throw, check. Check the skull, I guess. No odder than any other
skull
convo.
reminds me of the one from
Dante and I
before.
have. True.
But didn't that one have a complete skeleton?
There is a small amount of blood flowing from the left eye socket.
Funny that.
What could that mean?
Perhaps it's your head.
What about my head?
Let's break it open and see what's inside.
Can I do that?
A skull.
I can throw it.
Would that not be
Dead. It's a hunk of calcium.
All right.
Also, it was your idea to break it open.
Sorry about this.
Whose skull was this?
Unknown. I also cannot determine the connection to number 89.
Now I can't interact with it. Book. Goddamn table.
Less than 1 minute.
A book.
Hurry.
I suppose read it. That'll take 12.
F stands against evildoers and brings them harsh justice.
Guy sounds like Judge Dredd.
I mean, I guess.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Sick Judge Dredd reference.
Yes.
Am I gonna have to break all the books? Might have to.
Here I go. What happened?
Nothing.
There's more than one book.
A book.
Really having to narrow it down here.
A green book.
I do not think there's...
All right.
A book.
Running out of time.
What is this going to accomplish?
We're driving number 89.
By terror.
Yeah. I remember how shocked I felt when Mizuki tore up one of the porno mags I was hiding.
That situation was clear.
Jesus.
What?
Yeah,
Who's
okay.
that?
Dante, 30 seconds.
What do I do?
Well, I don't have enough time to ignore it, do I? I mean, I have to try and ignore it. As long as it ends it, it doesn't matter if I go over time. Otherwise, I'll rewind a bit, I guess.
Iba, wait.
Stop fucking around with the skull and just start ripping books apart. Okay, yeah, that was nothing.
Date.
Shit.
Yeah. Damn. They're strict with the time on that one. Start from checkpoint. I probably want to do this one, right? Because, like, I lost a lot of time between these two. Ignored the phone again. Right, I need to hit up the... I got the slime already. I gotta hit up the pot, I think? And maybe destroy those books? I don't know, we'll see. Oh, no. Oh, I shut the curtain. Did I? No, the curtains are number 3. Oh, I gotta do the picture in blood. I don't know if the soup is necessary.
Just a picture.
Fill it out. We'll cut it in half.
I don't have a...
You don't have to go...
That was partially it. Yeah, it partially filled it out on the left there. All right, I'll fuck with the stew again.
It's a...
Cut it down to 10 and have a drink. I acquired a ×3 from that? Jesus Christ. The worst, you know that? Wasn't the fan. I headbutt that, but it didn't accomplish anything. I can destroy these books, I guess.
A book.
Yeah, read for the time sink. And then, tear it up. I need to close the curtain, obviously. Alright. Now look at all this time I have left. I'm at 148. Significantly much more time. Or 144, I guess. Destroy these books. Don't fuck around with the skull.
A book.
Yeah, just... tear is fine. Spare 12 seconds for it.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
And tear this one. Oh. Kind of thought. Maybe I do have to break the skull. Throw it. Oh, I got hit with a ×2. You gotta be kidding me. But I need to ignore it. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, see? Oh, wait, shit.
Stop!
This might be legit. Or is that... Well, that clearly didn't happen. That is a dream, isn't it?
Stop right there!
Boss was there? I mean, I'm not surprised. It was, again, kind of obvious. Yeah, no, I had to lock the door, I guess. Or fail to lock it, I suppose. Boss was there. But again, given how dodgy she was about it, that doesn't surprise me. It being the whole stinking thing. But why was Boss there? What's her connection?
Date, this is a serious matter.
You're telling me,
Where's
Pewter.
Boss?
Huh?
Boss, where is she?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since about noon.
Damn it.
Date, listen. Something happened while you were in Somnium.
I was only there 6 minutes!
Huh?
Please stay calm and listen. So Sejima's body was discovered.
Great.
He was cut into pieces and put inside a vase in his mansion.
So that happened again, huh?
That can't be.
The housekeeper found him and reported it to the police. And one more thing. So was missing his left eye.
You mean the Cyclops killer did it?
Probably, yes.
Is Boss the Cyclops killer? That would be something.
We'll deal with So later. Before that, I need to talk to Boss.
I suggest checking her office.
Good idea.
Because even if, that was only a dream, so...
Not here.
Number 89 here, Falco. He clearly knows Boss. He has to, but she might not be involved with the Mafia. As, you suggested there, Penguin.
Where is she?
So, Somnium earlier was just like the dream I had 3 days ago.
What the hell is going on?
But also, yeah, she's dead? She's not dead in the real world.
What is going on?
Oh, yeah, the dream he was there, yeah.
Hitomi was shot by Rohan Kumakura to protect number 89?
And there's another thing I can't figure out.
Boss. Why was Boss there? Because it was a dream? Was it completely random? No, that can't be. You can't dream of a face you've never seen. Number 89 must know Boss somehow.
This is a serious secret. Do we know... I mean, her real name was said, but is it listed in her file? Boss. She definitely dislikes ex-boyfriends. Likes wine? Hell yeah. But yeah, no, she definitely, 42. God, look at her. We definitely found out her name at the end of, Mizuki's story. But I don't remember what it was. The name didn't seem... It didn't remind me of anyone else's name. Boss is hiding it. I have to search this room. There must be a clue somewhere. I would expect the computer, yeah?
Aiba, can you hack this PC?
I will try.
Aiba on a hamster wheel.
Unlocked. Logging in. I have recovered some video data. It was uploaded only a few hours ago.
Open it.
That is...
Cool!
Sosajima.
Well, damn.
Why? Why?
I mean, we know who it is.
Boss?
Thanks for confirming it, I guess, but damn. Boss is the killer? What do you mean it remains unsolved? Seemed kind of solved to me. Why record it and put it on your computer? Great question. Where was Pewter during that? I bet he has a stake in that game. Locked. Methinks the true ending is there, but I need to get the other endings first. To proceed, you must play through more of the story. Yep, thought as much. Well, nowhere else to go. Back to the first Somnium. Before all of this, Renju is still fucking... That's how old this one is. Renju's still kicking. Probably not for much longer, but he's still alive and well in this one. Off to the very first one. I would hesitate to even... Skip all this. I would hesitate to even call these endings we're getting, because clearly you're meant to get every route in order to find what I would argue is the true ending. No, we can skip this. Okay, so the first one's the same, which, I push in the needle, I believe? No, I pull it out, my bad. There it goes. Here's the split. Well, last time I went into the control panel. Remove the birdcage or blow it away. I believe I removed it last time, so now I have to blow it away, I guess. Could go for the microphone, I suppose.
This appears to be the...
Shout. You make me wanna shout.
Stop it! Stop it already!
Okay, well. We had fun, though. That's what counts. Pan to pieces. Uh-huh. How do I blow it away? Oh, the collectible. I'll be taking that.
What is this?
Maybe I have to go in and do the other birdcage?
Date, you've got 5 minutes.
Yeah. Alright, let's try the control room.
The control room.
Open.
What is
it? Because I hit the birdcage on the left, I'm fairly certain. Ah, wow, they're quite literal with the split in this one, aren't they? Alright, let's set up the right birdcage.
A birdcage with blown up rubbers. There is also a deflated rubber on the floor.
Can you call them balloons and not rubbers, please?
Could you please not call it a rubber?
Thank you.
You can say balloon.
I do not understand. It is clearly rubber.
It could be latex, to be fair.
Please.
Blown up rubbers. Yeah, that was a choice. I guess just lift it, right?
This'll be easy.
Glad to hear it.
There we go. And there they go.
What?
And there it goes.
It was so heavy.
But nothing happened.
Oh?
A deflated balloon.
A deflated rubber.
Still doing that, huh?
I told you, please call it a balloon.
What are you getting so worked up about?
Eat it, of course. Let's try blowing it up.
Understood.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I wish your boobs were that big.
Classy. Threw all fucking subtlety out the window on that one, huh?
Are you serious? Those are obscenely large for a human.
No one tell him about, well, the internet, really.
Well, I suppose I am not technically human.
Don't entertain this.
So...
Date, please, be quiet.
Thank you. Date, everyone. What a lovable little sex pest he is. Alright, the cage is gone.
You were able to get out?
Now we
Perhaps
just need
the
to
balloon
slow
was
down
the
the
key.
merry-go-round. Thought they threw out subtlety a long time ago. Yeah, but in theory, this could also be like... Remember, look at the flowchart of what we've done. This could, in theory, be like your first real encounter with Date at this point, because... Or like the first time that's brought up, because this is the beginning of the game. We've done all of this stuff and gotten to know Date for the lunatic that he is. But, yeah, there's... Very easily, that could have been like the first... just out-of-nowhere comment Date made for the player. I remember now, a story I heard from Mizuki a while back. One time when Mizuki was a little girl, Shoko bought her a balloon. It was one of those nice helium ones, but the string slipped through her hand. The balloon sailed up into the sky. Shoko snapped and scolded Mizuki for hours. Yep, because she's the worst mom in the history of, well, this game, certainly. I guess there are worse moms in video games. Silent Hill leaps to mind, but Shoko's not a good parent. Maybe that's why Mizuki put the balloons inside the birdcage. That way they can never fly away again. But I guess Aiba and I made her relive a painful memory.
Alright, now that the birdcage is off, let's get Mizuki.
They want to show us true colors up front, I guess. Yeah, you know what? You make a point.
Do you not see the horses spinning at hurricane speeds?
If you stop time, you can go in, right?
But I cannot stop time while I'm moving.
Oh, right. Guess we gotta figure out how to stop it from spinning.
Right, last time I just... Oh. Oh, did it crash? Did it do it again? I think this game fucking crashed on me again. Son of a bitch! What is it about this one memory that crashes the game? What the hell? Alright, well, give me a second, everyone. I gotta reboot the damn game. Oh, no! You're peeking behind the veil. I gotta reboot the damn game. Fortunately, the save point was right there, so I can just skip through it all. That's the only time the game has crashed, that memory. Did it the first time, although admittedly right at the end. And now this time, a little bit further in. Or not quite as far in, I suppose. Yes, thank you. Logo of the game. Alright. Sorry, setting everything back up. Oh, wrong thing, I think? Nope, that's the... What are we doing, game? Stream... Okay. Yep, cool, thanks. Great size for that. Fucking unbelievable. Autosave was 15:11:27. My most recent save was 15:10:42. Okay, we'll do autosave then. Oh, yeah. It's telling us it's locked off, I assume? Or is it just reminding us of all what happened? We just did this. You crashed, guy. Yeah, okay, here we go. Skip it all again. Bear with me while I do this again. Remove ice picks from photos. And go inside of speaker booths. We tell jokes about rubbers and titties. You know, wholesome family entertainment in this murder mystery game. Lift, you fool! Blow up the balloon.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
Give it a minute. Let it think about it. Okay. No crashing this time. Let's see what the giant floating panda head has to say about things.
The panda is floating.
Where? Kick away or slap down? Where?
Where it? Like this?
I've got plenty of time, so... There's a visual for you.
How are you doing that?
Unknown.
I guess that was a waste of time.
It was kind of fun, though.
Agreed. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
The panda is...
Oh, that giant floating panda head to quote. You can do that by clicking, I forget exactly what I said, but if you type exclamation point, add quote, space, and then the quote, it'll add that. Let's try slapping it down.
I see it! The view from the top!
That was pointless.
Fine. I'll do the other thing
the
then.
Panda is...
Kick it away.
Alright. What is
There you
this?
go. Let's see what the giant floating panda head has to say.
Merry-go-rounds can fly?
Date, over there.
Alright. What? What am I looking at? What the fuck?
Why? Why is Iris...
What the hell? What is this?
She appears to be frozen.
What the hell is going on? What is this?
Shut up! Shut up!
I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry!
Why do you never keep quiet? Is this fun for you? Giving your mother a hard time?
Mother of the Year, ladies and gentlemen. But also, yeah, like, what would somebody's reaction be if this was the first path they had gone down? Like, this is wild. This is so much weirder knowing what I already know.
That hurts! That hurts! Please stop! I'm sorry! Why are you here? I'm sorry! I'm sorry! If you weren't here, everything would be fine. I'm sorry! Apologizing means nothing! Say something! Don't make me into the bad guy!
I don't think she really needs to do much for that, there, Shoko.
But what's that look, huh? Ow! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! It's all your fault. You! I wish you had never been born!
And yet, still a better mother than Silent Hill's Dahlia, so, you know, let's all take that into account.
Mizuki's voice. The other voice is
Not-
likely...
Well, I would say not much better, but, you know, Mizuki lived and wasn't sacrificed to a cult, so...
Damn. What's going on here?
Bar's pretty low, though, let's be fair.
Aiba, look out!
What?
It's coming back down. Make yourself the bad guy, lady. Tender for the worst
I was
month
about
of
to
the
become
century.
a pancake.
She's not great.
Good thing this isn't a bed and breakfast.
What does that mean?
That frozen iris does intrigue me. But Mizuki first.
I think we need to address the frozen iris with a bunch of knife wounds, though.
Let's get to Mizuki while the merry-go-round is stopped.
In fairness, though, we've already done the, well, we've already,
It's Mizuki.
oh, what did I do? I spoke kindly, I think? I've already gotten to know Mizuki, so, you know. I'm not in any...
Mizuki, can you hear me?
Alright, this part we've seen before. Oh, this is new.
Hey, do you hear something?
Is that a phone ringing?
Sorry,
Where's it coming from?
I assumed this would be the same as the other one. This is new.
Date, don't! You can't stay any longer!
Well then. How was that healing? I don't think it was healing, per se. We were simply going into her mind to look at her memories and dreams, to figure out what happened. So, you know, now we have a much clearer picture.
Are you okay? Mizuki.
Healed her with Shoko's voice. Oh, well...
She hasn't been healed. She's still traumatized.
Well, there you go. God damn it, I hate trauma. But no, we played Shoko's voice, her mom, going, I love you, which, you know...
Aiba, call Iris's phone. It's urgent.
I'm sure she said at one point in her life, but I don't believe.
Why the rush?
Please, just call.
But I'm sure Mizuki needed to hear it, so...
Hello?
Have we met Iris at this point? How do we know Iris at this point? Because we haven't been to the thing yet, right? Oh, no, I guess we did meet her mom? But why did we meet her mom at this point? Why had we done this? You missed that, yeah. Why do we know who Iris is at this point? Because I thought we met Iris for the first time. They must not be completely filled in here, but I thought we met Iris for the first time at the modeling agency. Which I thought we didn't go to until after this. We must have, but like... Oh, right. I'm sorry. I'm thinking... The bit where we find Mizuki in the carousel at the beginning and this memory, I'm conflating into the same event, but... We took her away from the carousel, she recovered for a bit, then we went into her memory. Right, that's what happened. That's on me. I forgot that's how that played out.
This is Kaname Date from the MPD. I met you earlier today.
Oh, Date, is something wrong?
Where are you right now?
I'm at home.
Okay, don't go anywhere. Lock the door and stay at home.
I don't want to alarm you, but there's like... So far, at least one scenario in which you're cut in half by a polar bear. So, maybe don't do that.
Can you tell me why?
Who cares why? This is a direct order from the police.
You mean a personal order?
Okay, but if I do, will you play Shovel Forge with me tomorrow?
What?
No.
Thank you.
Then go on a date with me.
You're significantly younger than I am.
A date?
If you promise me we'll go on a date, I'll stay home and not say a peep. If you don't promise me, then I'll wander around the city dragging a heavy suitcase.
That just sounds inconvenient.
All right. Understood.
Understood?
Yeah, maybe... How about you backpedal and see if you can get that Shovel Forge agreement going instead of the date?
Great! Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Fine. Just don't go outside, okay? If anything happens, call me immediately. My number is...
I have it in my history.
Alright, then.
What was that? A phone call?
It's nothing.
I mean, she saw the memory, but... What are your secrets, woman? About Iris's body. Yeah, are you okay, I guess, first? She didn't answer. Okay. About the Nile message.
Mizuki, I have to ask you. You got a Nile message yesterday, and then you went to Bloom Park. Who sent you the message?
We know
I
this.
checked her phone, but the history was white.
Yeah, it's her dad, though.
I am trying to identify the sender now, but it will take some time.
Which, you know, now that I say it, we don't know why her dad sent that message in the first place. About the ice pick, yeah. I think we know this.
Mizuki, when we found you at the merry-go-round, you were holding the ice pick. I'm not accusing you of anything. I trust you. I just want to know why you were holding it. Answer me, Mizuki.
Jeez, Date.
Date, please.
Yeah, come on now.
Yelling at her is counterproductive.
Damn it.
Besides, we know that too. She just acted on instinct and pulled it out of her mother's skull. You know, classic stuff.
Hey, Mizuki, tell me something. In your dream world, I heard a phone ring. Did you hear that somewhere, or did you just imagine it?
Date, there's no point talking to her.
Well, I have one more thing to go over,
You
so...
can heal her. Her symptoms haven't improved. She'll be sent back to the hospital. Maybe the doctors can help her.
Damn. So she's
Mizuki,
really...
I saw something strange in your dream.
She's really fucked up if we don't... actually, you know, heal her, but instead fling the merry-go-round into the sky.
Iris, she was frozen. She was dead. What was that? Tell me, Mizuki, please.
Date, there is no point attempting to speak with her. Mizuki's aphonia has not healed.
Well then. Nope, Mizuki had her voice back. She's in her chair. She looks drained like an abandoned doll. About the ringtone I heard.
Boss, I heard a ringtone in Mizuki's Somnium.
I know. But I couldn't tell where it was coming from.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's real or something Mizuki invented. But if Mizuki really did hear that ringtone...
Then there must have been a phone somewhere on site.
Did CSI report anything like that?
No, nothing. They searched the site, but didn't find a single thing.
About the Aphonia.
It didn't go well. But it's not all bad. The sink wasn't a total waste of time. We found clues.
Clues? Right.
It's interesting there's a scenario where she isn't healed and essentially just sits there without lines. Less of a character this way. Although I'm sure she'll still be involved later.
Where is this coming from? Oh, I see. This is about the body you saw in Mizuki's Somnium.
Yeah.
Her name is Iris Sagan, the girl you went to Bloom Park with today.
How do you know that?
Iba told me.
It is one of my duties to deliver regular investigation reports.
Okay.
No need to report specifics. We saw it all from here on the... What the sinker sees in Somnium is we've got it all recorded.
That.
Isn't it incredible? I invented it.
So we know about everything you saw. The phone, the frozen corpse. Prophecies, huh? That's why you called Iris. But, Date, come on.
I know, a dream doesn't necessarily have anything to do with reality, but still, I just have this gut feeling.
Date, are you alright?
Yeah, I feel like a polar bear's gonna cut her in half. In a warehouse
Perhaps the
somewhere.
sink is causing negative side effects.
I hope that's all it is.
I know it sounds silly, but man, I can just so clearly picture it. I mean, I imagine he'll say more of the same.
I know about the ringtone you heard.
But I couldn't tell where it was coming from.
Did Mizuki actually hear that? Or was it just a dream? Or her imagination?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Can you analyze the sound or something?
Unfortunately not.
Well then.
In a normal dream, the person experiencing the dream cannot remove themselves from it. Dreams are first-person experiences. However, the sinker...
Okay, yeah, we've been over
the
this. It's just him explaining the sink.
Ah, the corpse you saw in Somnium. You're wondering if that was some kind of vision of the future.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, let's see. As a man of science, I don't believe in such things. Prophecies and the like. However, if it was a prophecy, I would suggest the girl wears some kind of metal plate.
Thanks. You know just what to say, Pewter.
Huh?
You saw her. She was stabbed countless times in the back. She could have used some stab-proof armor or something.
You know what? He's not wrong.
Just indulging in the fantasy of real-life prophecies.
I thought he was
Don't
gonna
mind me.
make a remark about how she probably shouldn't, because she was frozen too.
Anyway, prophecies are simply not possible.
True.
You see?
Mizuki. What's left? Oh, summarize this for me.
I think I'll go to Bloom Park again.
Looking for the phone?
It might be there, it might not. I just want to be sure. Take care of Mizuki, okay?
Yeah. Leave it to me.
Well, I feel kind of bad. Mizuki's still basically catatonic. I rather like her. Also, for some reason, I've been strong-armed into going on a date with an 18-year-old.
Yesterday night, the body of Shoko Nadami was found. Her body was recovered from the now-defunct Bloom Park in the Kawasaki district. Autopsy reports revealed that her time of death was roughly 5 p.m. last afternoon. Police have determined that the victim was killed elsewhere and then brought to Bloom Park to be put on display. The MPD has expanded the scope of their investigation and are encouraging anyone with any information to come forward. In other news, at 6:10 p.m. today, on the outer circle of the Capital City Highway in Minato District, Tokyo.
I wonder if Renju will be more of a character or if he'll end up dead. We'll see. His death is next on the list, but We also discover that with Mizuki, so at the very least, that's going to be different.
A traffic collision occurred involving 5 cars and at least 1 truck. As a result of the pileup, 1 man was sent to the hospital unconscious in critical condition.
I don't recall if that came up last time.
6 other individuals were treated for minor injuries. MPD has arrested the driver of the truck suspected to be the cause of the accident for negligence.
This did come up, but this was the only time it got brought up.
The investigation is ongoing.
I wonder if that'll be more relevant. We had nothing to say about it. So, who's to say? 5 cars in a truck? That's quite the accident. Yeah, again, they mentioned it before, but it never got addressed again. I forgot about it. I suppose I'm the only one here at this point. Can't imagine forensics is still kicking around. The tape setup, or, you know, what passes for tape these days. Yeah, no, I'm the only one here. Phone, huh? Check the column, I guess. Last night, Mizuki was found in that column. Why was she in there? It's somewhere to hide. Mizuki was found in that column, yep. Fence? Yeah. There's a fence set up around the merry-go-round. Sure is. Can I not? Okay, the horses. It's a horse from the merry-go-round. The pole. It's a metal pole. Fucking fascinating. Alright. I guess I'll, a parasol. Alright, I'll talk to Aiba, I suppose. Scream boldly? Oh, I haven't seen her. This is the first time I'm seeing her, I guess. Huh. God, forgot about that.
Who are you? Wait, are you a ghost?
Idiot. It's me.
Who you? Me?
It's me.
Whom?
I said me.
But are you a ghost?
I'm not a ghost.
Then Aiba?
There we go.
But why?
Surprised one dude was hospitalized. Don't get me wrong, glad people weren't hurt. 5 cars in a truck on the highway. Think more people would have been injured. Well, they said the other people had minor injuries, but one guy was in critical condition. It's possible that the truck, like, hit a wall or something and the other cars had to swerve to avoid it and just, you know, got into minor collisions. I'm just speculating, and again, it had nothing to do with the plot last time. I don't know why they harped on it. I expect it'll come up again in this route.
I just thought I would project myself. You seem lonely.
How are you doing this?
I am overlaying the image your left eye processes with augmented reality. You can't see me through your right eye, only your left.
You can't just pop into my eyeball without permission.
You do realize I do that all the time, right?
Well, that's that discussion. We have to go through all this again. About your appearance.
Come to think of it, you look... What's that about?
What do you mean?
Well, you don't usually look like that. You have a Somnium form.
Oh, this?
Yes. Why are you doing...
I was bored last...
Huh?
I thought you would like it.
Why would I...
Well, I did attempt to shape my...
Yeah, we had this conversation already. She has the boss's hair and looks a bit like the boss. Which, you know, probably not gonna keep that for long if the boss is actually the killer here, as the game is suggesting at this point.
It was somewhere around here, right? Where I heard the phone ring.
Affirmative.
The source can't be far. The phone must be nearby.
I do not know if it actually exists. Dreams consist of memories, but that does not mean that they perfectly mirror reality. In fact, it is more common that what occurs in dreams is distorted. For example, the events witnessed in the last Somnium were absurd, exaggerated, or otherwise warped. Clearly, they do not represent exactly what happened in reality. The ringtone as well.
Mizuki didn't necessarily hear it. I understand that, but it's our only lead.
It's really a bad lead. A phone that might exist.
I am connected to your...
Yeah, we had this conversation as well.
As I
Looks
mentioned
like an
earlier,
anthropomorphized
I cannot
shrimp.
say for certain if there was a phone here.
I think Date calls her a fluorescent shrimp at one point.
However, if there is, it must be well hidden. CSI has already searched the area thoroughly, but they did not discover anything.
Well hidden, huh? Maybe a place you can't see with the naked eye.
in the booth. They would totally look in the control room, though. The roof? Been 8 years since Bloom Park closed. Weather's gotten pretty bad. I thought maybe they, like, threw the phone onto the roof or something. CSI probably wouldn't look on the roof of the fucking carousel, right? Oh, the horse is new again. Hold on. There's a phone in the horse? That'd be weird. Oh, but there absolutely is.
It appears to be a smartphone.
I knew it was in the horse.
That's a sentence I've never heard before, and I don't want to hear it again.
Don't lie. You doubted me.
So how do I get it out?
I cannot find any weaknesses or seams in the horse's body.
How did it get in?
The horse's neck does not detach either.
There must be some hole or something.
How anatomically correct is this horse, Date?
I found one.
Where?
The mouth of the horse.
Oh.
I might be able to fit inside. One moment.
Well, that explains how it got in as well.
I got it!
Huh.
Yes. Good job, Iba.
I sometimes forget that she has, like, an actual physical presence with that and can interact with the world. Normally she's just charging in my, you know, charger or talking to me in my head. Why is a phone in a horse? Let's find out. Someone must have hid it there.
Iba, who owned this phone? The number is...
I told Iba the number. The result came back quickly.
This is a rental phone.
A rental?
The owner is unknown. It is registered under a false identity.
Ah, so it's a burner, basically.
Come on.
Damn burners.
Date, look at the device history.
It's gone. No outgoing call history.
What about the incoming history?
Only one call. 9:02 p.m. yesterday.
Mizuki and Ota discovered the corpse at approximately 9 p.m.
Mizuki must have heard this phone.
That would connect to what we experienced in Somnium.
Well, who called?
Who is the caller?
Their name isn't displayed. The number isn't in their contacts.
Well, tell them the number!
In fact, there are no contacts.
Yeah, because it's a burner!
No numbers at all.
Phone had no email address or browsing history that could be a clue either. Just the one clue, the call at 9:02. Yeah, but again, that number should be displayed in the call history. How'd I look up the number? Thank you.
This number is also from a rental phone.
Son of a bitch!
No owner is registered.
Damn them! Someone clearly stuffed it in the horse to hide it, is the idea here, Arg. Burners are a bitch to trace from what I know. Like, it's doable in theory, but they're called burners for a reason. I think it's doable if you, like... There are certain, like, tracking numbers that can be used to, like, find who purchased the phone, but if you can't find, like, where the phone originated from, it's a bitch to learn anything about it.
What happened?
From what I understand.
The battery died. The screen turned off.
Well, that's easily fixed. Just charge the damn thing. Call the number I just gave you.
Iba, remember the number I just gave you?
Oh, the one that called the phone. Yeah, give it a shot.
Call it.
It connected. It connected.
My name is Kaname Date. I'm with the Metropolitan Police Department.
Are you an idiot?
That does seem like... Yeah, duh!
Oh, you think so? What kind of low IQ ignoramus calls a suspicious number and says they are from the police?
I couldn't help it. I wasn't ready. I just said the first thing that came into my head.
You told me to call.
I didn't think it would work.
Disappointing. There's no other word for it.
You're telling me.
I don't suppose you got a trace from that. Call it again!
Iba, I'll be ready this time, I swear.
Are you sure?
Yeah, trust me.
He's not gonna pick up.
The number you have dialed is no longer in service.
Yeah, duh.
Damn, call deny.
Call deny?
Yeah, call denied.
Oh, the thing Reika from the Cabaret Club did to your number.
Damn, you remember that?
Less said about that though. Call Reika!
What? Why?
Shut up!
I want to hear her voice.
She put you on call deny.
Can't you try from another line?
I can, but I won't. Use a payphone if you want to call her.
I beat you to it. Why would you give them your real name and occupation? Ah, well, he panicked. I don't own a phone. As long as I'm with range, I can use Iba to make any call I need. Whether it's traditional line or now message, I can have Iba help me. Iba's connected to my mind wirelessly as well. So even when she's outside my socket, I can talk normally. I gotta find out who this Reika person is. Why was the phone in the horse? Who is the person we called? What cell tower did that connect to? Well, that would make the most sense. So let's end with that one.
But it does appear to be deliberate. Did the culprit do this? Or did someone else? And for what specific purpose? Probably someone involved in the incident. They hung up as soon as they heard you mention the police, then refused further incoming calls. That behavior is at the very least suspicious. Near 3rd Street, Shinjuku.
That's a wide range. Can you tell if they called from a smartphone?
They did. I can tell from the number.
Does it have GPS?
The phone is likely capable of that function, but it has been disabled. The power also appears to be off. I cannot connect from any line.
Probably broke the phone as soon as you said police.
Because you blew it.
Yeah. Well, let's go.
Iba, let's get going. There's nothing more here.
Where are we going? Iris's house?
Yeah, I'm curious.
About your prophecy? Absurd. It was nothing.
Let's hope so.
And away we go. Yeah, the area they mentioned with the cell tower I think is too big. So even if they went there, it's not like they'll be able to do anything, find anyone.
Coming!
Her hair was also much longer in the dream prophecy thing.
Date!
As, you know, an observation. Your mom home, or you're 18 and I'm like, how old am I? Too old to be hanging out with an 18-year-old. Shinjuku's a real district in Tokyo. Yeah, all the places they name are real for the most part. And I believe Shinjuku is what Kamurocho is based on. I'm 30 and she's 18. This is not okay. So how about where's your mom?
By the way, where's your mom?
She left earlier.
Great.
She got a Nile message from someone. She looked kind of panicky, too.
Where did she go?
Dunno. She didn't tell me.
Who would be contacting her on Nile? It would have to be Renju, right? It's no way it's 89. He's in prison. And I can't think of anyone else she's connected to. So, how are you, I guess?
I'm happy.
Okay, can you answer like a normal person, please?
Hop. Rabbit goes hop.
No, got it.
Why do you ask?
Oh, well, you see...
Because I saw your dead body in a dream. Are you seriously going to tell her that?
You hush.
Hush, you! Well...
Date! You came!
Sorry, my dad texted me just then. Not the hopping.
But aren't you a little early?
The hopping menace.
Huh?
You said you would play Shovel Forge with me tomorrow.
No, I didn't. I did promise to go on a date with you.
Why would you correct her?
Tomorrow. It's not even midnight yet. I kept my promise by staying home, so you need to keep your promise, Date.
I'd rather play Shovel Forge.
Did you want something to drink?
It's definitely not Minecraft. Don't worry about it.
No, sorry.
What? Leaving already?
Yeah, I have some work to do.
Well, will you at least watch my stream at 1?
Little too real?
Stream?
Don't you remember? I'm an internet idol.
And you're gonna stream online?
Yeah.
Who would do that? Sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
At 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
You're a young woman. You shouldn't stay up so late.
Oh, jeez, you sound like an old man.
Because he is an old man.
He's 30. Also, who's watching you at 1 in the morning?
It's fine. Today isn't for work, it's just a personal stream.
That's not the issue.
And tomorrow is Sunday.
The day isn't the issue either.
Kinda is.
Anyway, please watch, okay?
Who cares if she's up at 1 a.m. on a Saturday? It's her life.
I'll ask you about it on tomorrow's date.
Fine.
Date, I have been thinking.
3 or 4 more in the age gap would be big enough that Iris could be his daughter. Yeah, well, if she's 18, yeah, definitely he's not her dad's age, but yeah, it's that is definitely a problem.
I am glad that nothing bad happened.
Yeah, you're right.
Because sometime real soon, I'm going to die.
Oh, she did say that, and boy howdy did she at one point. Bitch got sawed in half by a guy in a polar bear suit. Well, we know who the guy was, I guess, but still. Oh, Japan. You and your wacky ages of characters and so much of your media. It's weird that you look at me and project an image into my brain. It's like, I don't need to see that. Eyeball wife. Anything stand out about the investigation about Mizuki? It's me. Fuck. Oh, yeah, I love doing this. There would be no point. Let's not. Oh, but maybe I should. I'll look crazy. Let's not. I don't want to talk to myself like an idiot. Absolutely not.
Let's play a word game. Okay, bring it on. Say white 10 times. White, 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 white. Think of your favorite cabaret girl. Now, what does a cow drink? Milk.
Okay, that... sure. That was something, I guess. Anyway, so about Mizuki.
She was returned to the hospital after the sink.
I never got that one. I know the idea is that you say white a bunch, think of something random, and then, like, what does a cow drink? And you say milk. And they're like, oh, but cows drink water. And it's like, I mean, yeah, but they also drink milk. The baby cows, calves, they drink milk. Of course, that they're mammals. They have to drink milk. What do you mean? The better one is, you have to say 40 a bunch. And then, like, you get them to say 40, 40, 40, 40, and it's like, what do you eat soup with? And they go, fork. It's like, because that one's provably wrong.
She'll probably be hospitalized for a while.
Hmm? Strange.
Eat soup with a spoon, you idiots.
Mizuki's phone is at home, Date.
The other one is like, what do you, get them to say ghost a bunch, and then it's like, what do you put in a toaster? You have to say bread instead of toast. Hanging out or going on a date is creepy. Certainly is.
The GPS and Wi-Fi access point confirm this.
She went home by herself?
Possibly.
But why?
Unknown.
Anything else to report?
About Renju.
Renju?
Yesterday, I told you he vanished after he was questioned.
Right.
Well, we found him.
Where?
Central Hospital. He was brought there from a traffic accident.
Oh, shit! Well, he lived in this one, I guess.
He's unconscious, and it's not looking good.
You forgot about those word games? Yeah, they're classic middle school shit.
Could it be?
Capitol Highway?
Oh, you heard about it?
We heard the report on the radio last night.
I can't believe it was about Renju.
Well, damn. Hey, he lived this time, so that's good for him.
Date, you should go talk to him. He is Shoko Nadami's former husband, after all. He might have some information.
But he's still asleep, isn't he?
Smack him across the face and wake him up.
I'm not sure you do that with a car crash victim, boss.
You're his friend, right? He'll understand.
Come on.
I asked HQ to look into it. They found a few things. First, the owner was Shoko Nadami.
It was Shoko's phone?
Yes.
Cows drinking milk ain't weird. In fact, it's a fact. Most probably all mammals drink milk, at least as childs. Yeah, that's why that one always annoyed me. It's like, what do cows drink? Oh, it's water, duh. No, actually, they do drink milk.
Her face was registered in the phone's facial recognition authentication.
That's silly of her. Who called it?
Who called the phone?
Sorry, we don't know that yet. They called from a burner phone. They didn't register a name.
I can make a deduction with this information. We know that the phone belonged to Shoko.
Right.
Whoever it was made their call at 9:02 p.m. after Shoko was killed. I believe we can make an assumption here.
The caller probably wasn't the murderer. Why would they call the phone of the person they just killed?
It also seems like they might not have known that Shoko was dead, because they answered the phone, and if they were calling Shoko and heard she was dead, surely they wouldn't hang on to the phone.
Maybe. But the culprit might have been trying to get Mizuki to call, so that they can bring her to the scene.
But then why hide the phone? They would have left it somewhere easier to find.
True.
I can ask who called it again?
But either way,
Oh,
the
okay.
mysterious caller is suspicious.
Cow refers to a mature female cow, which wouldn't drink milk. Oh, your pedantry.
Consider this. They did not register the phone under their real name.
My point is, the one about forks and soup and toast and toasters is much easier and makes more sense than the cows and milk. There isn't room for pedantry at that point.
And also, they hung up as soon as Date mentioned he was a cop. And on top of that, they blocked Date's number and turned off the phone.
The blame lies entirely with Date. I suggest cutting his salary.
I'll cut your battery.
Yeah, you live in my head. First thing that happens if my salary gets cut, I stop washing my face. How do you feel about that, woman that lives in my eye?
Do it. I'll plug in somewhere.
Anyway, we have to identify the caller. If you don't want your salary cut.
Fine.
What am I, gumshoe? Come on now. Any other information about the phone?
All the history's been erased. There's nothing on the phone itself, but we can still look up its records. I happen to have a friend at the cell company. The head office is looking into it now.
And about the investigation.
There's been no progress, as usual. The people at the main office are so incompetent.
Yeah, right. Been
The
there.
smartphone you brought in yesterday is still our only lead. Hopefully there'll be a breakthrough.
Boss sitting on her desk. Okay, so chat with Iva.
There are many points of interest surrounding Mizuki, but we will need to speak with her directly.
I hope she gets better soon.
And another timeline, she's fine already.
Date, you promised to go on a date with Iris yesterday. What exactly are you planning to do?
What? Seriously?
It's a social date.
A man's promise is his bond.
I don't know why you're encouraging this, Iba.
You absolutely must keep your word.
Have you ever heard of a white lie?
So you're gonna act like it never happened.
That would be great.
That's not what I said. The day's not over yet. If I go see her and socialize for a bit, that's a date, right?
Oh, so you are not planning a real date then?
No, of course not.
If you say so.
You almost sound relieved, Iba.
Yeah, she's 18!
Pardon?
Are you jealous?
Impossible! I could never be jealous of a silly little human like her.
Uh-huh. Sure.
We all
I am
desire
watching the case
a...
file of Shoko Nadami as it is updated in real time.
We all want a tsundere robot eyeball wife in our lives. We'll never have one, but... like Cortana in Halo. Sort of a eyeball wife, I guess.
Currently, it appears as though there has been no significant progress. Hey Date, why not go to that bar you haven't been to in a while?
You mean Marble? I've been there several times, actually.
Bar?
Marble in Golden Yokocho.
I see. Mama runs Marble. She's an informant who knows just about everything there is to know about the criminal underworld. Maybe she knows something. Alright, give me the summary and then I gotta end the stream. I have 3 places to check. Central Hospital, where Renju is. I don't know if he's in any condition to talk, but it might help. I could also go home and see Mizuki or get some information from Marble at Mama.
Iba, let's move.
From Mama at Marble. I mixed that up.
Roger that.
Alright. Her supposed jealousy of a 30-year-old going on a real date with an 18-year-old is wrong for many reasons. Yeah, but again, it's... when it comes to shit like that, all I really can do is just shrug and go, Japan! And, you know, hope it really doesn't go further than just that. But anyway, that is going to be it for me today. Game's getting wild. I was not... Let's review real quick. So, down this path, the first one I did, we fixed our surrogate daughter so she could talk again. I don't really know what the split here was. That was... Oh, because of the split, Ota and Iris, went to the restaurant where they knocked me out before running away, which led to Ota actually... Well, I woke up closer to the warehouse, so I was able to get there and rescue them. Ota stopped the killer, but the killer ran away and escaped down here, and he reconciled with his mom. Ota was unable to stop the killer, and Mizuki and I went to a crime boss's house, we went to a politician's house and laid the smackdown on him. It was pretty great. Up here, Ota and Iris jumped me at a bar. I was further away, and they both got sawed in fucking half. And that ending is currently locked behind playing the rest of the game. So far this way, Renju hasn't died when he was super dead over here. And various other things are happening. Game's getting weird is my point. Anyway, I'm enjoying it, but I will be continuing this Sunday. I will be back Thursday with more Philosophy Simulator, Talos Principle 2. I'll also keep you guys updated on my schedule moving forward, since my jobs are shifting around, and I have a new schedule that I need to be updated on / confirmed with, yada yada yada. You guys will be the second to know after me. Love you all, be good people, have a great rest of the week, and toodle pip.